everybody. It's our Spooktacular. You may want to get the volumes down for a little bit in the intro because John does like to cackle. We're going to talk about some scary games, some scary news, and anything else that comes up. I'm one of your hosts, and I have to say this every year, Michelle Murderson.
I'm the witch.
And I am Bat Vladford.
Oh, look at you.
Yes. I thought you were Battle McDye.
No,
Are we doing a show for toddlers here? Can we stop having stupid pun names? Okay. All right. I'm already annoyed. So we are live right now on VideoGameOutsiders.com. We do it every Tuesday, except for next week. We're off from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. And if you miss it,
maybe 5.
why are there crickets? Crickets aren't scary.
Crickets are the people laughing at our jokes.
Okay. All right. Everybody turned off the show at this point. So, all right. I guess I'll just sit here and fiddle with my keyboard. Okay.
Hey, did you guys start the show without me?
The only people that are laughing are dead people.
I just came down here.
That wasn't you? I thought that was like
no, I was upstairs. I didn't know you guys started.
Yeah. Does your desk look messy? You had.
Is there ooze? Are you outside? Are you doing a walkcast?
Oh my god. Ghosty, this is not great. I don't know what you're smoking.
One failed
what's in your
intro.
tea. This is horrible. John, turn off the fucking sound effects. Let's go.
This is our Halloween Spooktacular.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the vampire?
No, I didn't, John. Please tell me.
Yeah, you know how he gets around?
How?
On blood vessels.
All right.
I'm impaled with your humor.
I really want to die right now. This is good.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, hey, listen, when I was a kid, there was a skeleton in town. And you know what? He didn't go to prom.
Okay.
What did he go to?
He had no body to go with.
No bones about
so
it.
Go get our apps on iOS and Android. Can I mute these guys? Find us during the... John, turn off the sound effects.
There's these ghosts in town, Matt. And they're very fashionable. Do you know where they shop? Matt, do you know where the fashionable ghost shop is?
No, where do they shop, Jonathan?
That? They shop at boutiques.
I've got one for you.
You guys are fucking lame.
What kind of car does a vampire drive?
This is terrible.
An impaler.
Child molesters right now, trying to pick up kids. That's what this sounds like. All right, that's great. Turn the sound effects off, John. Can we start the show?
I'm not doing this. I just came down here.
Oh, okay. Well,
the
whatever powers that be, why don't you just simmer down back there? Shim says, can Michelle take the reins of this quote podcast? I'm trying. They're not listening to me. I can just sit here in silence, or I can protest.
Oh, wait. I got
the door
it
just
shut.
closed. I think that's good. Good.
Right.
I hear some wind chimes. Okay. I think Stevie Nicks is here.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
she is
witchy,
Sorry, Michelle. Stevie Nicks.
She is
sometimes
witchy.
get carried away.
She's a Wiccan. She's got a tattoo of a moon on her ass. But anyway, you know, if you want to find us during the week for some reason, the best place to listen is on iOS and Android because we have an app. We do tons of bonus shows during the week. Some are free, some are premium. I hear Roger and Sally are doing a midnight caller this week. There have been some odd happenings around Halloween. So that will be up on the app. Also, some free shows from our community and from CC Games, the Game Store Guy, and these regular shows and our whole back catalog of over 15 years of VGO. So, John, how do they do that if they want to support us?
Well, you go to VideoGameOutsiders.com.
I'm going to throw something.
Michelle is almost at the end of her rope.
Listen, if you want to go premium, if you want to get all the extra content we do, like, we do Micro VGO, the John Show, we're going to be doing, we're getting it sent to us.
No, Roger and Sally will be here talking about aliens.
They mail it. It's like on an 8-track, and I have to convert it. It's
it
really
smells a little weird, too, when the tape comes in.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of like a,
it's
like a mothball. Yeah, it is earthy.
So anyway, if you guys want to get all the extra content, you got to be a subscriber. You have to go premium. Go to VideoGameOutsiders.com. There's a red, juicy premium button. Go ahead and click that. It's $1.99 a month. Sign up. You get credentials, and then get our free app on iOS or Android. Search for Video Game Outsiders, log in, and you'll unlock all of the extra content we do every week. And then also the whole back catalog. So VideoGameOutsiders.com, $2 a month to go premium. It's a great way to support us. Also, another great way, Michelle,
What's that?
Well, you know what's scary, Matt?
What's that, John? Sorry, too into it. Yeah, what's scary, Jonathan?
Boy.
Well, yeah, this podcast is being sponsored once again by Manscaped.
Oh, yeah.
They're the
Nothing
leaders.
scary about
to be
Manscaped.
hairy down there.
It is scary to be hairy down there. It's also
She's into it. She's good. Yeah,
and
okay,
it's.
I'm just trying to move us along here. Listen, they've got a new body wash available. If you
That's
smell,
right.
if you stink, if you reek, if you walk
got an
around,
update,
people
by the way.
like, is that
That's
smell your
frightening.
crotch? You want
Yeah.
this Manscaped body wash, and you're going to keep yourself clean and
there's
fresh. You
nothing
can use
worse.
VGO20 to
We've
get
all-
20% off
that's
and free
right.
shipping.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't talk
If
over
we
me.
are
I'm talking
wolf,
about ball wash
Manscaped
right
is
now.
right
guys.
for you.
So yeah,
Right,
go to
go
manscaped.com and use offer code VGO20. You can get 20% off your entire order and free shipping, and you can use that for the new body wash they have. Matt and I had the Performance Package 4.0, which was a nice
It's very serious stuff.
Yeah, we
Very
shaved our
refreshing.
balls and all that stuff. So if you
What's your
wanna-
update, Matt? How are your balls doing?
I want to say after every shower, I do a little lotion application, and it's kind of changed my routine. It's great. I'm not going to get too much into detail, but
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not a slave to this thing, but I'm glad I got introduced to it. So thank you.
Yeah, the Performance Package 4.0 is what we got, which has the weed whacker to chop your worst weeds up.
Okay. Is that what? Are you reading from a script? Did you actually come up with
I
that
have
one?
the copy here. I'm just trying to remember
Okay.
stuff.
They
She's
write
gonna
that,
go
they
way
should
off
fire
tangent.
Whoever wrote that. I know, like they're like, okay, men like lawns, men have
To
balls.
chop your
Let's-
worst, here's what the copy says.
Yeah.
The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the weed whacker to chop your worst weeds up top in your nose and ear.
Okay.
Up top
Let's
in
not
your nose.
refer to hair as weeds, guys. Let's just say you have hairy balls, you've got a hairy crotch. Fix it with
and
Manscaped.
nose and ear.
Let's
I mean,
just
this
be
is taking
frank, okay?
all of the holes.
Your balls stink. Get the deodorant on them.
Okay,
That's right.
She's cutting straight to it. Yeah.
I'm just trying to
That's
move
it.
this along. Okay, my
Yeah.
patients are done from the
And the
15 minutes
trimmers
of John
have
cackling.
advanced skin scaife technology.
Skin scathe. That's
Skin
right.
scaife.
Skin
They'll also
scythe
cure your
technology.
dyslexia.
So yeah, anyway, just go to manscaped.com, use offer code VGO20. Oh, actually, isn't the code, it is VGO20 now. Yeah,
It's
okay.
VGO20, yes.
It was
that's
VGO
right. 20%
before.
off, free shipping. Don't even mention the old one. You're confusing people, John. They're thinking about their balls right
And
now.
you're
They
going
wanna
to
make
get a
a
travel
purchase.
bag with the performance pack. That travel bag's nice, by the way. And like when I travel, I have
Does it
something
say
like that.
Manscaped on it so you can brag when you're like
I have
walking
the
around?
t-shirt and the boxers too that they throw in.
Yeah, the t-shirt's good. Wear it on a plane
Yeah.
and sit very close to somebody.
But the
Preferably a
travel
woman.
bag is very useful and it's good quality because that is the type of bag I throw in my suitcase all the time.
Yes.
With my little
is-
travel,
this
like
is good.
shaving creams and the travel size toothpaste and the.
Okay.
So yes, you'll get the bag too. Manscaped.com VGO20. All right.
All right.
So yes, this is it.
Okay. Let's not start with the sound effects again.
Jonathan, we have to tone this down.
This
We've
is
got to tone it down a
subtle.
little
This
bit.
is nice
Usually
right
by
here.
the start of the show.
This is subtle.
Okay,
This is subtle.
Just a
That
little
is not
background.
subtle.
We're setting the
That
tone.
is not subtle right there. That
It's just
Gnarly Psycho wants to know how the
normal wolf.
sensitivity is. Yes, with Manscaped, and if you shave down there, heightened sensitivity.
I don't believe that's true.
It is
I
100%.
think-
It's
no, we didn't see a
100%
study
true.
on this. I don't think that's
100%,
true.
especially
How
the first
thick was
day.
it down? Okay, that's disgusting. All right, can you turn off the barking dogs and
Is the
howling wolves?
sensitivity good or bad?
It's
Oh wait, we have to
heightened.
do a voicemail before we.
Oh yeah, 520 feel. If you guys listen, anytime during the week, you guys can send us
Yeah.
a voicemail. Pick up your phone and dial 520 feel VGO. Could be a question, comment, whatever. Just dial 520 feel VGO. I think this voicemail is scary. I don't know.
I think it's spooky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hey, you guys need to stop being such buttholes to
What?
your little coworker, Matt. He's cool. Okay, not bad for nice guy.
Because the best thing to do when telling us not to be mean to somebody is call them a little coworker. Just emasculate.
Wait,
them.
Are you our little coworker?
I didn't catch
Is this
any
a
of that.
job, by
My
the way?
little
He said you
coworker.
guys. Yeah, he said you guys need to stop being such buttholes to your quote little coworker, Matt.
That was a compliment sandwich. That's what we call
Yeah.
a compliment
Yeah.
sandwich.
Because was that Matt doing a voice? Yeah, I
Oh,
think
man,
it was.
are you calling
Hey,
That, the
you
voice
gotta
acting
be-
was too good.
You gotta be nicer to. Hey, Michelle. Hey, you gotta be nice to that little
Well,
coworker.
he said be nice, so I'm being nice. That's nice for me.
a little condescending. Yeah, that is on the nicer side. All right. Well, thank you, random caller who I don't know at all.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
We can't be nicer. It's not fun. It's fun to troll people and pick on people and make fun of people. That's what's fun. Yeah. That's what having a group of friends is. If you have to be fake suck-ups to your group of friends, you've never had a friend.
And if you got to go to therapy every week after VGO to get over what they said, then that's just part of life, right? You got to just
like the time I called you a loser for having a weighted blanket. You know, it's okay.
Well, that is kind of a little...
I just thought it's not very masculine. You know, like if my dad had a weighted blanket growing up, I'd be like, what a pussy.
No, it helps you sleep. It's weighted. It makes you feel like you're being
You're a man. You should just sleep like a rock.
Did you just say you sold it?
Yeah, I sold it. It was too heavy.
Where do you sell a blanket?
Yeah,
warm. This is pre-COVID where people could buy things that you wore.
Oh my God. Canadians are like, look at this used blanket, eh?
Hey,
this is a good deal on this.
Nice and warm at night now, eh? Yeah.
I wonder where this has been. Just
this
some
be
blanket.
Good for the
I don't know. I would not want a used blankie. That's like one of the things you don't want. Who knows what's been done in it?
Look, you go on your Facebook right now. Everyone's selling a weighted blanket. I was ahead of the trends. Really? Everyone's going to have this shit in like a year. So just, you guys can mock me.
If you want a used blanket, contact Matt. He's got a bunch.
But he said, he's
useblankets.com. MattsUsedBlankets.com. Check me out.
It's a good URL.
All right, so why don't we all played scary games, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Frightening. Absolutely. Shivers.
Michelle, you always bring it every Halloween with your games.
I try.
Yes.
So first thing I want to mention is last year I was really into Phasmophobia. And I wanted to say, if you've never played that game with your friends, I still think it's one of the best co-op games. It's a ghost hunting game, and it should be, I think it's pretty cheap now, but there's a rip-off game this year called Devour, and it's only $5. I didn't get a chance to try it, but I wanted to mention it. I might try it like this week or actually on Halloween, but it's called Devour. It's $5, and it looks like something similar. But I do like these sort of spooky co-op games because, I don't know, alone, I don't tend to love scary games, like truly scary games. I get edgy. So when you're with your friends, it just turns into more of like a funny type thing or a fun type thing. So I usually enjoy that more. But I did play a game that I saw a bunch of articles about, and it's called Poppy Playtime. And it is an independent game. It's only $5, and the first chapter is out. It's a first-person horror puzzle game, and it takes place in a toy factory from the 80s.
Saw this.
So there's a lot of CRTs, a lot of videotapes that you find. And, you know, it starts off with this note, and it's like, everyone here thinks the staff disappeared 10 years ago, but we are still here. Find the flower, right? So you're like, okay, what the hell is going on?
Who's still here? The toys?
No, like the staff. The staff is there. The toys are still there, and you feel like some are good, some are bad. The whole time there's this like huge, fluffy, creepy thing chasing you. But the cool thing about this game is there's a grab pack, I think it's called, and it's basically this like little device, a toy that you take, and you get this hand that can basically fly around. Like it can pull objects down or get into doors, and it like kind of like a big arm and hand shoot out of you, and that's sort of a little bit of the mechanic you use to figure out puzzles and get around. But like I said, the whole time you're being chased by this big blue, scary, creepy thing that you don't want to find you and give you a hug, because I think his name's like Huggly Wuggly or something stupid like that. But Poppy is actually this doll, and there's this creepy video at the start. It's kind of like a 50s but 80s kind of like weird, you know, like a lot of weird things get that 50s like Fallout kind of thing. So like Poppy is a real girl. She's intelligent, and so it's like this creepy doll with pigtails. So that was sort of like the
is this
flagship
like Five Nights
toy.
at Freddy's or more of a puzzle game?
Yeah, I'm getting a
no. There's no
vibe.
ruining. There's no messing with cameras as far as I can tell. At least in the first chapter, it was more like the CRT videotape thing, and you like finding things to get through puzzles. So, you know, it does have a little bit of that because it has like the crude graphics and it's first person, and it's, like I said, it's an indie game, but it's more of a puzzler, and it's just sort of tense, sort of exploring. And I mean, there is something creepy about toys, right? In every horror movie, I remember the first one that really scared me was the Poltergeist clown. Like, I don't like clowns, period. In fact, I really used to hate Ronald McDonald. My mom got me Ronald McDonald birthday balloons once when I was 5, and I screamed and cried and I popped them. And that also began my fear of redheads, which I think went on until I was about 25.
Oh, really?
Just kidding. No. But no, I hated Ronald McDonald. I don't like clowns. And there's been some scary clowns.
How about the
obviously.
Hamburglar? Did you like him?
No, he didn't bother me.
Is he still around?
No.
Is he still around?
I think they phased him out.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
they phased him out.
That's true. Well, we're supposed to support criminals now, so he's probably just misunderstood. He needed those burgers to feed his family. It was probably the police that were bad. But anyway, so back to Poppy Playtime.
Woke Donald's, yeah.
Woke McDonald's. I don't know.
And
about
they had
that.
a mayor. There was the mayor too.
Mayor
Yeah,
McCheese.
Grimace.
Right. They had the
Grimace.
female one.
I like the big purple guy because he just kind
Grimace.
of looks snuggly. Yeah, Grimace.
And there was the chicken, like the chicken.
Yeah, they had
nugget.
an aviator duck woman.
I don't remember
Right.
No,
that.
that was the chicken nugget
chicken.
person.
Well, there was a grown-ass woman
Yes,
with
that's the
aviator
chicken.
glasses,
That's
right?
the-
She wasn't...
that's the-
She,
Was it me? I have aviator glasses.
That was a chicken.
That's a nice Ray-Ban.
That was the
McDonald's
McDonald's.
yeah, but she was a
Is that
woman, right?
McDonald's
She
mascot
was
in
a...
7?
character.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, Poppy Playtime. $5. Going to be short but creepy. Like I said, there's something creepy about toys. Chucky and all these other like little
Birdie,
clowns and
the
dolls that
early
you see
bird.
in movies and stuff.
They could do this as a VR, Michelle. Like, this looks perfect as a VR.
VR would be good for this because I don't know how you'd make it feel like your hands were kind of flying out, but this little device, like if they could have some, or I don't know, like the PlayStation haptic feedback, like there's like a spring to these hands that shoot out and you can almost feel it. It's almost like the God of War axe. It's like it's got like a grip to it. So that was kind
Is
of like
it
a fun, different
satisfying?
mechanic.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a satisfying, I don't know what the word
satisfying?
would be. It was, yeah.
Well, like the
hand-
axe in God of War is very
yeah,
satisfying. Is
it's
it like
satisfying.
that?
I mean, sure. I guess, but it's not an axe. It's a little hand that pops out. So you're not as cool. You're just like a little. Anyway, let's talk about Tastic, okay? Because this is a game that is basically Overcooked, but with a Halloween theme, witches with potions. Now you can play local co-op or online co-op, and this is a game I want to recommend, especially to play with your kids this Halloween.
Yes.
Because it's Overcooked is a bit more crazy. Like the maps are going nuts and there's conveyor belts and stuff. This is a bit different. It's more like an RPG because you're in this sort of open world kind of town that you're running and you move from level to level. And sort of like Super Mario Brothers 3 or something. And the cool thing about it is you run around in the world collecting ingredients like mushrooms or chopping down trees for wood. And I like that aspect of it. So you'll get these orders for potions, and some of them require you to leave the hut, go out around and run around and pick up things. And that's what's sort of different about that I like. And so I played co-op with, 2 people, but you can play with up to 4 people. And it was fun just kind of trying to get around each other and you know, like getting in each other's way. Like it's going to have those same Overcooked moments, but it's not as complicated and deep as Overcooked. Overcooked
You're
is
like
still
picking stuff from trees. Like, is that what you're doing?
Yes. Yeah. So you're making potions. You'll be like, okay, it takes an earth root, it takes a mushroom. And so, you know, get a potion bottle, get the wood on the fire. So the more people you play with, somebody could be the wood person, somebody else could just chop. And so you get a bunch of orders and it's to see how many you can fill in a certain time limit. People aren't coming in, at least yet that I've seen them on like level 3.
Who's ordering this stuff?
Well, it's an owl that you drop
zombies,
them off to. So you drop them off to this owl who flies
He's a
off and
salesman.
comes back and forth. Yes,
like a
exactly.
potion. Okay.
So the only thing
That's
I'll say is
common.
it was a little basic and repetitive, at least so far. Like more and more stuff is opening up. Like I said, I'm on level 3. So that's why I feel like especially really good for kids. But there's also a single player campaign in this, which is interesting because I, you know, back in the day when the DS first came out and I think it was my iPod Touch, I was addicted to Cake Mania. And that's also a little bit what this reminds me of, where it's just there's something about the multitasking and the repetition of just chop this, get that. No, I'm going to put the cook on that and then do this. Like you're doing all these things at once. That's kind of fun to me. It's like a mental exercise or something. But I think that this single player campaign is a nice touch. A lot of times you don't get that. Like with Overcooked, you have to play with 1 to 3 other people. So this you can play alone. But I think, like I said, the strength of this game is that it would be really good for kids and just.
I got a question.
Or maybe a partner. Yes.
Overcooked, I find, like, I almost gave it up last night because it's a hard game.
Yeah.
I find. Does this, like you said, does it feel, I don't want to use the word easy,
It
but a
doesn't
little
feel
more.
hard. It feels a little more accessible. I liked Overcooked 1 better than Overcooked 2, but Overcooked 2 was the online multiplayer one. Overcooked 1 is only, but this one you can do local or online co-op. And I feel like this game, I mean, it could get harder, but I'm not seeing like the crazy things that are going on with Overcooked. Like Overcooked did start getting a little frustrating and hard. You'd have to repeat levels and things. This doesn't seem that way, but it did, like I said, I don't know how much this opens up, but from what I can play right now. I thought it was just like the perfect cute little Halloween game for kids, or maybe if you have a wife or girlfriend or boyfriend who doesn't game and they want something really easy, because it's just like 2 controls on the controller or the keyboard, and it's like really basic. So it's called Tastic. And if you liked Overcooked and you're looking for something to do that's
a little more witchy,
Halloween-y, a little more witchy. I like witches in games. It's not that many, I feel like.
Pickwitch.
I don't know.
That was a popular one.
Pickwitch is a game John wants to make. And nobody else knows what you're talking about. You just keep saying Pickwitch every 10 episodes.
It's a witch with a pick.
Right.
And then just use your imagination from there.
That's not a concept, John. That's just a pun.
We have a sandwich shop by me called Witch. That's all I think of when I think of that. Yeah. But it's WHICH. So yeah, look for Pickwitch coming. Never. So yeah, that's that. And that's all I really did. I'm still playing a little Final Fantasy, which can be spooky. There's Halloween events and stuff going on. Of course, there's still Halloween events going on in WoW. Like MMOs do that. There's a Siege Halloween event going on. So I didn't really get to check out a lot of events this year yet, because a lot of them are just starting now. And I know we are doing a Spooktacular early because we are off next week. But look for some good events. And I'm sure there's going to be a Call of Duty Halloween event coming up.
Yeah, there is. There's like a haunted war zone, haunted Verdansk.
Do you guys like these events, or do you think they're just played out? I like them if they're new every year. I hate when it's the same one every year.
I mean, Fortnite's got Ariana Grande in an astronaut costume.
God, really?
Okay.
What?
I mean,
that's
says Halloween, like space. Yeah.
That's her costume. That's her Halloween costume.
I mean, I like astronauts. It's nice. But Fortnite, I don't know. Are the kids still playing Fortnite? I'm out of touch with it.
I have no idea.
I can't say I know anybody who's still
I don't
plays,
feel like it's a topic anymore, but I suspect...
Gotta be.
I think it's going pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going fine.
It's
just not in my circle. PUBG has something similar going on. Yeah, PUBG. I have like 800 hours in that game. I still love it, but I doubt I'll ever return to it. They really dropped the ball. So I am drinking a Sunkissed in a frosty mug because, of course, orange is Halloween-y. And I do love Halloween treats, okay? I like the special Halloween Oreos. I do like making cupcakes on Halloween because it's like the chocolate the chocolate bottom with like orange frosting on top. Like I love seeing orange and brown together because I connect it with Halloween. It's like chocolate and an orange something. So I'm sure I'll be baking this Halloween and watching scary movies.
I'm wearing orange pants right now and a brown shirt.
Really? What are you, MC Hammer? What the fuck are you? Who wears orange pants? I think I had them in 7th grade. They were
brown
like
shirt, orange pants.
What the hell? It's like really fall in your house right now. Orange pants like were in when I was in 7th grade.
I know. I could
picture
them.
They were really popular. Yes, it was like orange corduroy. Yes. Orange. It was the 90s. Yeah. Orange corduroy, very popular. I felt so cool one day wearing those orange pants. I remember. Everybody
it's
was
something
like,
someone on Friends would pull off somehow.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. It was very popular. All right, John, what did you play over there?
I played some frightening fucking games. Like
boy.
I don't know if you guys can handle the scare here.
I'd like to be frightened. Yeah.
All right, so I finally played that Castlevania Grimoire of Souls game.
Okay. The Apple Arcade one?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you aware of said game? So
yes.
Apparently this game, Matt, was released like on Android as a free-to-play game.
Free to play?
But in Canada.
That's not boding well.
Oh.
What's it called? Castlevania Grimoire of Souls?
So I guess the story of this game is that they did like it launched in Canada only for some weird reason. Like, when does that ever happen, by the way? That like a Konami game
would test market for Konami?
They launch in Canada for a lot of weird McDonald's foods, too.
Yeah.
It's just what they do.
Apparently this game was free to play, and then they pulled the game, shut down the servers, and I was reading reviews on Google Play. People were losing their shit, like saying, fuck you, assholes, we love this game, and then you took it away, and blah, 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 right? And they took it away because Apple bought it as an exclusive to release on Apple Arcade, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of a weird situation with this game. So and I guess they removed all the microtransactions and all of that because that's kind of the promise of Apple Arcade, right? The games that are on there, you're paying for through the service, which is is it like $5 a month or something? So anyway, I played it on my Apple TV because I don't really have an iOS device anymore. I have a shitty old iPad, but and I also have a shitty old Apple TV. I have the old one that only does 1080p. But anyway, I synced a controller. I synced my Xbox controller to my Apple TV and I played this game. Now, it's clear to me that this game is really designed for a touchscreen, but it has full controller support. I tried playing it with my Nimbus controller, which was kind of the one that Apple was touting as like the controller to get when they added this Apple Arcade and all this controller support, and it doesn't work with the game because it requires like analog stick pushes and stuff, and the buttons aren't mapped right. So I synced my Xbox controller and I played this. Now, the thing about this game, it's very clear to me as I'm playing it on my 4K TV that this is a mobile fucking game in a big way, right?
Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be. It should feel good with the controller. It shouldn't feel like mobile if it's on Apple Arcade. I think it should feel good on the Apple TV.
Right. I mean, that's the problem with Apple Arcade, right? Because you can play with a controller if you have an iPad or an iPhone even, and an Apple TV. But really, I think the games are doing lowest common denominator design with thinking that most people will have touchscreen controls. And the most indicative thing here that shows this is that it has auto attack. So picture Castlevania, you're running across the map and there's a skeleton guy throwing bones at you. You just walk up to him and your guy just swings and kills him.
Oh, really? So it's like one of those infinite run games where it's just kind of doing the game for you.
Now, the good news is you could turn that off. So, but by default, that is on. And you could just walk right across the map and start killing everyone automatically. So
just dodging at this point? Or is that the game?
Well, you can slide, you can dodge left, dodge right, you can slide to break shields. You do have these 4 abilities, like you throw like the axe, and then he has like this like super attack, and so basically what's going on here is that there is this library of grimoires, these old spell books that are dripping. Michelle, there's bad stuff going on in these books.
Make me pay attention because I don't like that word. Or something.
Yes, these spell books are like haunted and they're being cursed, and stuff's changing in them. There's demons in there, and so you have to go into the books and play these levels and get all the demons out of there and all that shit. And you could do this with all different characters throughout the Castlevania history, right? And admittedly, I don't know who all these people are. Obviously, I know who Simon Belmont is.
Did you watch the Netflix thing?
I did, but I didn't retain the names. But so there's a girl, there's some like younger like
a girl, there's a vampire.
That's always
there's a wolf.
Okay, well there's Simon Belmont, that person I know.
There's a Van Helsing, I think.
Yeah, whatever. So there's all these different people from the Castlevania lore. Admittedly, I don't know all their names, but I really just know Simon Belmont's name.
It looks like a fun old school Castlevania game, but
here's the problem.
Sounding like it doesn't
I've
feel
heard
like
bad
one.
things.
Well, here's the problem.
So
here's the problem with this game. The levels are we all know the term Metroidvania, right?
Yeah.
There's no Metroidvania. There's no Metroidvania in this Castlevania. These are,
of course, it's a mobile game. They want you to play.
These are very linear, very short levels. Very linear, very short.
Okay.
You go left to right, you get to the end, there's a couple of bad bosses or something, and then you kill them, and then you clear the level, and you leave with all your loot that you've collected, right? And then you're supposed to take all of those things and go into all the different areas and upgrade everything. I'm upgrading my weapon, upgrade my gear, my secondary weapon, all these slots, just upgrading. Like you spend more time in the menu upgrading stuff than you do, I feel like, playing the levels, And so it's designed like a mobile game with like all these like little carrots they're dangling, keep playing, daily challenges and daily rewards and whatever.
Yeah, a lot of clicking.
Yeah, so
buy these gems to continue type thing. Like, was it bad?
The thing is, like, they have all those currencies in there still, though. So you can actually auto play some of the levels too if you spend the currency.
What?
So like if you're trying to complete some upgrade and you're missing a certain soul, because when you kill the people, you get some of their souls, and so it'll say, okay, this level. There's a drop rate that's like 3 stars for this type of soul. Do you want to spend money and auto run it? And then it does it, and then it says, okay, here's what you got from the level. And so you can like auto run some of the levels too by spending the currency. So if you're trying to upgrade something but you're missing like one thing, you can see which levels might have that you've already passed, and then just rerun it by spending the currency. So I don't know. Listen, I don't. This is. It's a bad game. It's not good, it really doesn't play well at all.
That is scary, John.
And on my Apple TV, all of the cutscenes, I can't even see them. It's a black screen with sound. So I don't know if it's because my Apple TV's too old. It was very weird.
The cutscenes actually look good. I'm watching.
I had to skip all of them.
Yeah, the best part had to be blacked out for John.
I didn't see a single thing. I didn't see a single. All I could hear was sound and narration during the cutscenes and with a black screen. And then I would press stuff to make something, and it just says skip, and I would skip it, and then I'd go back into the game. So it does not run great on the 1080p Apple TV. It is scary. It is frightening, and the books are definitely dripping. All right, so I dabbled a little bit with my PlayStation this weekend. I installed a couple of games a while ago and never played them, and they were both PlayStation Plus games. One is called Hell Lets Loose. It's like a $40 game. They're giving it away on PlayStation for Plus.
Isn't it Hell Let Loose?
What's that? Hell Let Loose. Okay. It has the word hell in it, which is scary as fuck. Especially growing up a Catholic, I was scared of that shit.
I wasn't.
Yeah. Sorry, John.
I wanted to befriend the devil.
The goth
John
chick?
had a lot of scary. No,
Michelle, were you the goth girl?
No, not at all.
Well, when Motley Crue came out with "Shout at the Devil" and I was drawing those pentagons and everything, like I felt
oh my god,
so
I never
edgy.
did that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that was the album cover.
Pentagram in my
that
life.
was the album cover.
John sounds like the goth chick.
A lot of eyeshadow was applied when that album came out.
Hair over the eye.
All
right. So I played Hell Let Loose. It's a military sim, I guess we'll call it. It's a squad-based World War II simulator. I played other games like this. Their names escape me, where it's hyper-realistic, hyper-slow World War II giant map first-person shooter with tanks and artillery, and you're supposed to use voice chat. You're supposed to communicate with everybody in your squad, and there's different ranks in the groups, and you're trying to get supplies to create these spawn points. And if you don't do that, then you have to spawn on the other side of the map, and it takes like a half hour to get back to the action. It's a very slow-paced shooter, right? And I did not do voice chat. I didn't participate in any of this. I was kind of doing my own thing, trying to figure out where my group was and stay close to them. But I have to say, I had a moment in this game, like, this happens every now and then where you have these just like first-person shooter gaming moments. Like, because initially I was just running around like a lunatic, right, and getting killed instantly. And so I started playing it slow, which is what they want you to do. I mean, it's trying to simulate what it was like to be like in France, crawling through bushes and trees.
Yeah, you weren't running out screaming.
Right. Like, so I started playing it slow, and I started actually really getting into it, right? And it makes me kind of want to buy it on PC. If my friend Matt buys it, I might do it.
Why?
But you get it for free. That's a Matt move. Why are you doing this?
I don't want to play it on the PlayStation.
Okay.
Charlie Psycho and Kamikaze said it's not fun, terrible game. Didn't like it.
I don't think so. There's a devoted group of people playing this game. I think the ones that really play it right and get into it really like it. It's one of those games, right?
Yeah.
But there was this. So I was getting killed, and I decided, okay, I'm going to stick with my squad, stay close to them, and I'm just gonna see where people are going, and let's kind of play this the right way, right? And I had like an M1 Garand, which is like a semi-automatic rifle and stuff. It's not like a Call of Duty gun, where pew pew pew. And so I'm walking down. I just want to share this because it was really fucking amazing. Like, so I'm walking down. We're walking down this line of bushes, right? And then I'm behind my teammate, and we're walking really slow. And all of a sudden, he gets just assassinated. He gets like shot from nowhere. Like, we don't even know where to find. And my whole team just drops down in the grass, right? And we're all like crawling around. We hear these shots. We have no fucking idea where they're coming from because it's a giant map, right? And then little by little, everyone starts dying around me, and I'm like crawling on my stomach. And then everyone comes back, and then I somehow survived that. And then we're going along this fence line, and I see this like house over here. And the whole time, it's like creating this like amazing tension and stuff. And I go in this house and I clear it out, right? And there's no one in the house. I check every floor. It was like a 3-story house, really nice little French countryside house.
Did you check a bathtub with like? Because that's where I was always hiding in PUBG.
Right. So I'm in this house and I cleared it out. And all of a sudden, I hear like Germans outside, right? I hear the noises and stuff and footsteps. And I'm like, and my team is gone. And I'm in this house all alone with an M1 Garand and a knife, right? And I'm on the top floor, And I slowly start going down the floor, and I hear like footsteps outside, and I turn the corner, and there's this fucking German guy at the top of the stairs looking down at the front door, right? And he doesn't fucking see me, right? And my heart dropped into my fucking shoes, right? There was something so realistic about
this German man was another player on the other team. Let me just be clear here.
Yeah, okay. Axis, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like an NPC. Like,
yeah, I thought a German guy knocked on your door.
No,
that would be even better.
He was on the Nazis. He was a Nazi player, right? I'm on the
Nazis. Yeah.
Please. So there's this German gentleman.
So
Proud Boys.
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm just explaining this well enough, but it was very like I flipped out. I fired my M1 Garand and I miss him, right? And I run up to him with my knife and I stab him in the fucking back of the neck, and he just drops like a rock, right? And now I'm at the top of the stairs. I got a dead Nazi next to me,
blood all over you, adrenaline pumping. Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, all right, I have the high ground now. The fucking Nazis are outside the building. And I just sat on top of those stairs and I killed like fucking 6 of them as they came in. They kept trying to get me, and then we won the match and it was over. But not that I contributed to that. But
you don't have moments like that in fast-paced stuff a lot of the times. You don't have moments like that.
No, that's my point here. Right?
That's cool, though. I like that.
There was something very rewarding. Like I earned whatever happened there.
You earned it by missing him.
Well, I missed him and then quickly improvised and pulled out my knife and stabbed his fucking ass.
So is that the pace of the game? I mean, is that the normal pace of the game where it's a lot of waiting and a lot of cat and mouse?
Yes.
I like that. I like multiplayer like that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if my friend Matt buys this, I think it would be fun as fuck to play with him and just take the slow, like do something like this together in a house and just, come up with a plan with, if they come here, what are we going to do? Like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like there was just something very tense about it. I really enjoyed what I played. I really, really did. And and I'm glad it was free. And I've been looking at the CD key sites to see if I can get it for cheap on the PC. It's like $30.
Just email the dev.
Yeah, true. But I would like to. I kind of like would like to participate in the real game here, where you're supposed to communicate. Because I've been reading like some reviews, and everyone says you got to use the mic. You got to use the mic. It's all about communication. And there's different like ranks and hierarchies within the squads, and one person's like the commander, like telling everyone what to do to get supplies.
Yeah,
to make
there's certain games where you get these like military terms and very serious people, and it sounds like it might be intimidating, but it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
If you play tactical games seriously, it can be a good time.
And there's other games like this that people say are maybe better. And because I actually started researching this genre because I was trying to remember the other game I played that was like this, that was really slow like this.
I think I played with you, and we were putting sandbags in front of stuff and the windows. It was like a World War II game. It was really, really janky, though. I forget what it was.
Yeah. I mean, this game didn't look amazing, but the gunplay... Oh, you know what? The one thing they did that was really cool, and I never experienced this, is that it had the haptic feedback with the trigger on the PS5 controller. So when you pull your gun out, they put resistance on the right trigger like it's a real gun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
So you can't just, like, very easily pull the trigger. Like, when you click it, you have to click it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's in PS5. That's a lot of PS5 games, right?
Well, I haven't really played. I don't think I played any shooters on the PS5.
That's like Deathloop. They did the same thing. Most shooters have that haptic. It's hard to pull the trigger.
The gun kind of pulling up, like the recoil, and you have to fight it.
Yeah,
down
Matt, there was resistance. So
I know. Yeah,
they made the trigger hard to pull when you had the gun out. Okay.
No, I know. I mean, when you use a bow in some games, it's like you can feel it getting harder as you pull the trigger down. Right.
Yeah, I never experienced that because I guess I've avoided shooters altogether.
It's a neat feeling.
Yeah, I thought this game was pretty cool. Another game I played that was also PlayStation Plus was called Hunter's Arena Legends, and this game's like $20 and has kind of a bunch of mixed reviews and shit. But I have to say, I really kind of had fun playing this. It's like Ninja Gaiden Battle Royale, and basically you have all these kind of like Japanese kind of like sword-bearing kind of badasses, and there's a little bit of magic type stuff, and all these cooldowns and power-ups. You could play solo or trio, and there's like a tag match, which I didn't try. I did the solo Battle Royale modes, and you basically all these players drop in, you pick your character, you pick your loadout, and then you have all these NPC characters on the map that you can kill, and they start dropping loot. and there's also like little mini bosses on the map, and so you're frantically running around trying to kill NPCs in like this Ninja Gaiden style combat with like swords. I had a guy with a sword, so like just very action oriented sword play, and with the rolls and the dodges and the combos and all that shit.
Is this a scary game, John?
Well, yes, it's all about demons. Scary. You're killing a lot of demons.
Okay.
So so the tagline is "Hunt or be hunted in the Eastern Age of Ancient Demons." Michelle.
That sounds like wow. They spent a lot of time on that tagline.
Kill or be killed.
Hunt or be hunted. I've never heard that one. That's good. It's kind of a twist. I like it.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun playing this fucking game. Like, you drop in, and then you frantically try to kill all these NPCs. They're dropping fucking loot everywhere. There's treasure chests, like I said. There's bosses. You take down the bosses while other players are kind of all around you. There's, like, platforming. There's, you're jumping off huge ledges and shit and coming down with sword attacks. Like, it's really unique. It's a unique take on Battle Royale. You're doing all this all while the circle is shrinking. And then you battle other players with this type of combat. And it looks kind of like what you think, these other, like, I'm trying to think, like, Neo-type games look like, and Ninja Gaiden and all that. It's all that kind of presentation. But, I mean,
right.
I got this game for free. It does feel like this should be a free-to-play game, though, because they're charging $20 for it, which I think is a mistake. But if you could somehow play this game for free, I recommend trying it. I don't get a sense there's a lot of players at all. It took forever to find a fucking game. So, like, I think whatever they're doing, they made a mistake by making it $20 because it really should be a free-to-play game, especially now. It's been out for like a year on PC, and it came out on the PlayStation, I think, last summer, like a couple of months ago.
We're saying that a lot, though.
What's that?
I kind of have mixed feelings about it. This should be free.
Well,
it's
you
like
know
we're
what?
saying the only acceptable multiplayer games are free now.
Well, okay, so if it was free to play, you'd have a potentially much larger player base.
Right, and you could monetize with cosmetics or some sort of system. Yeah.
Right. So it feels like a free-to-play Battle Royale. I recognize that they did a lot of work here, but I had a hard time finding a fucking game, right?
Yeah.
It took a long time to fucking find a game. And that just tells me no one's fucking playing it, right? But there's something here that's unique to itself, and I would like to see more of it, But I wouldn't recommend paying for it at all, because I just don't think it has legs. But I'm glad I got it for free. It's there on my PlayStation. It's totally different. And at times, honestly, you don't even feel like you're playing an online game. Like, even when you encounter a real player, you just feel like you're going against a really good NPC, Because it's like they all kind of look the same. I mean, you can tell them apart, but the appearance of them just kind of matches the NPCs, the players. So I played that. I've been playing a lot of New World still. I really do like that game a lot. I've been playing it with my friend Matt McCarthy more, and we're kind of getting into the rhythm of working together because you can't share quests, which I think is fucking stupid as all shit in this game.
Do you know it's all client side and people are like hacking their heads off? Like, the flaws are starting to show with this game.
Really? Well,
yeah.
I like playing solo. Okay, all right. I have some complaints about the game for sure. I think that the quest log is fucking garbage. It's so hard to fucking keep track of shit, and like I have so many quests right now, and then when you loot something, you'll pick up an item, and there'll be a little icon on it that says it's a quest item, right? So. Like, let's say I had to go get like 10 barley, right? And let's say that's an old quest I had that's like buried in my quest log. It's not pinned to my screen, right?
Right.
And so I'll be playing with Matt, and I'm getting all this barley, and I have no fucking clue how many of these I need. And the thing is, when you exceed how many you need, it still says it's a quest item, right? So I'm blindly looting barley, and then I go on my quest log, and I have so many fucking quests, you cannot figure out what fucking quest this is, right?
So you can't track it? It doesn't
you
notify
can,
you when you...
But it's buried on all these different types of quests. You have like this, there's town quests, there's faction quests, and you have to go, there's main story quests, and you have to go through each line item type of quest and scroll through each one.
So basically,
what?
You should do a quest when you get it. It's not a type of game where it's good to go back and save like these meaningless collecting quests.
But it's been good for me because I'm going with Matt into lower level areas, and I have quests. I have like side quests or faction quests or town quests I haven't finished, and I'm able to finish those really quick because I'm with him. And here's the other stupid fucking thing with this game. All right, so say like my friend Matt has a quest to get like some. Let's just use barley again, right? So he's got a quest to get barley. Okay, I've already completed that quest. Matt can see the barley, and I can't, right? So he's running around picking up barley, and I see his hands moving like he's harvesting it, but I don't see what he's getting.
So in his game, the barley's there, and on your game, it's not.
Yes.
That's weird. Does that work with enemies too, or all quest-related items?
I don't know.
Like, you can't help him with that, essentially, is what you're saying.
No.
Like, you can't say, here's...
No, because we don't share quests. So I already finished the quest. He has the quest. He sees the fucking shit in the farm. So we're in a farm, weird. And he's got to get barley, and he's running around to each barley, and I have no clue where he's going.
So he looks like a crazy person on your screen.
Yes.
Just bending over, picking up shit.
Yeah. Because I was getting something, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm getting this quest item. He's like, I don't see what you're doing. Your hands are just moving in the air. Right?
That's so weird. But is that with every other quest? So, like, is he fighting an enemy for a quest and you don't see it? Like,
I haven't seen that with enemies. No, but
something else happened where like a server like rolled back or went forward a month or something, and they're like, "There's no way we can fix this." Like everybody lost everything, and all the factions swapped over, all these territories changed. Yeah, and they're like, "We don't know how to fix this." So like, there's definitely something going on the development side of this game that's flawed. They didn't nail the UI. They didn't nail the grouping with people.
Yeah,
but it could get better.
I love this game, though. I still really... we're having a lot of fun. Like, we're getting used to... The other thing that sucks, too, is we have a hard time finding each other. Like, there's something about it like that never happened in WoW. Like I'm like, where the fuck are you? And he's like, where the fuck are you? And we're looking all around. Like, there's the compass on the top.
Maybe you guys should try more MMOs together. I know Matt was kind of anti-MMO.
Him and I played World of Warcraft. I tried getting him into World of Warcraft, and he didn't like it at all. But he likes this one.
Level 3.
He likes this one, though. He likes this one a lot. And so there's a mini map mod that I installed that is a definite life changer. Not a life changer, but definitely quality of life improvement. Because I really missed the mini map from WoW. Because it has like the Witcher style compass and the waypoints and all that. The mini map is definitely needed. And the mini map mod that you can get from Overwatch, not Overwolf, sorry. That has all the resources on there too, so like you can see like what's near you and stuff. It doesn't show your party mates on there though. There's no dot on the mini map. I'm guessing they're going to add that eventually. Because
that's a pretty important thing.
Yes,
you want
it
to be
is.
able to see where your party is.
Yeah, so I hope that the community keeps improving the mini maps and all that. There's like 2 mini maps right now. The one I like the best is the one that has like the most reviews and stuff. It's clear which one is the better one or the more popular one on Overwolf.
I'm not feeling New World's very scary though, John. Other than it breaks.
Well,
GPUs.
There's pumpkins in town.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I went.
They did a whole
town.
Halloween thing.
Well, it actually looks more like a Thanksgiving setup, but
that can be scary too, depending if you like.
Are there scarecrows in these towns, in the fields, in the farms?
There are. I saw scarecrows last night in one of these farm towns.
There you go.
I totally dig the game though. It's fun. It really is. I mean, I think it's going to get better. I think that the player base is there, Michelle. I think that Amazon's got the cash to throw it at. Don't you?
No, Amazon doesn't have money.
What? Yeah.
No, Amazon doesn't have any cash.
I don't think they're going to give up on this,
Which is a poor company.
I don't think they're going to give up on it.
I don't know if they are, but are they hiring the right people? Who's making this game? There's a lot of flaws, John. There's a lot of problems. I'd like to see it do well. I think competition is good. I like MMOs. I like the genre. I want it to do well. I want it to succeed. But I'm feeling like, most people are saying honeymoon is over and there's just some flaws showing. And I'm bitter about my GPU because my new one runs hotter. I have not booted up New World again.
Oh, boy.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I dig it. And we've been going into higher level areas that have been really fucking hard, like way more challenging. Like they've been really fun and satisfying.
I heard the enemy variants, it's repetitive. They like copy pasted maps and just flip them. They said the zones are like mirrored of each other. Yeah,
they have done like some of the towns.
It's
like
just
the towns,
lazy.
Yeah, that I noticed that right away. Like because I was in like I don't remember. Everfall was like my first main town, right? And then I went into Matt's town, which was like a pirate town. And I realized this is the same fucking layout, but with some
they did it with whole zones too.
Right. Skull and crossbones. on the doors instead.
I'm like, Matt, I know where everything is because this is the same as my fucking town.
Except Amazon, they have the cash, but what are they doing with it? It's like my mother. She had $500 and bought an ugly pocketbook. I would have. But
that was kind of lazy. I don't think they should have done that. Like, just use the same layout for every town and just change some of the art kit on it. Like, it was just because I realized I'm like, wait a minute, this is the same as mine.
Were the shops in the same place too?
Yeah, but like Michelle said, it was mirrored. It was like, okay, I'm used to going. It's like I figured it out like instantly.
They just flipped it. Some artist was like, "Fuck it," just did like a 90-degree rotate. It was like
it's like an insult on the developers. Like, these gamers are stupid; they won't recognize that we just flipped a town.
And I mean, they had the time. They delayed. Like, come on, like so that's the thing. They have the money. What are they doing with it? I hope the game gets better. I would return to it at some point, possibly. Yeah, but I still think there's better MMOs out there.
And supposedly, there's Halloween stuff coming that I read about and heard about. Like, someone did like a data scrub on the game, and they found all these Halloween kind of style skins that are supposedly coming. So I hope they really do a Halloween event.
It'd be cool if like a Halloween boss comes down, like Headless Horseman, and kill him and get a pumpkin head and things like that. It needs more stuff going on in the world, at least from what I saw too. Like, it doesn't feel very alive.
And the PvP is not great right now, like getting into it, because you have to like be on the server. You have to sign up for the 50-player siege mode. You have to sign up for it. And then it tells you when the event is. You have to be chosen, and then you have to be on the server at the time it happens for it to happen.
It's a lot of work,
right?
Yeah,
and then
like planning to kill somebody, like on a shootout. It's like you're at 5 o'clock after
first
school.
First degree PvP.
And then there's the other PvP mode, which you have to be level 60 to do, and I haven't gotten there yet, obviously. And then I did start a company, and then there's some PvP thing there where our company can attack areas and shit, and you got to schedule all of that. You have to say what your window of time is that you want to do this kind of stuff. And
anyway, if you're playing this game, there's some people in our Discord playing, so head on down to videogameoutsiders.com and go to the New World channel. Still
the Dungeon Finder and just stupid things like that,
Yeah.
Like, it needs that kind of stuff to really have longevity, like, because sometimes you just don't want to grind or loot or craft or whatever. You just want to queue for something and just play it right then, right? It needs those type of things, and that's where WoW, especially today, really excels, because you can do those type of things, right? And I miss that. All right.
Well, give it time. I mean, it's just in its infancy.
I'm not quitting on it. I like it a lot.
And then try some other things with them, like Guild Wars 2 had a similar combat style.
Yeah.
Maybe some MMOs you haven't played with Matt, if you guys are into that together. Because I think they're like the best games to play with people.
Yeah, it's totally fun. I mean, listen, for $40 and no monthly fee, it's a bargain and a half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's endless fucking
ruin your
time
GPU
here.
too. You can get a bonus.
All right, that's it for me. This drink is scary as shit. Now, this is called the Finnish Long Drink, the Legend of 1952.
Oh.
Why is
it scary?
That's a scary.
Well,
legend?
In 1952, Finland hosted the Olympics, Michelle.
Oh, that is frightening.
And what was frightening for these people was, oh my God, we have all these people coming here.
Oh my God.
What are we going to serve them? What are we going to serve them? We have all of these fucking people.
God.
We need something
what do people in Finland eat?
We
Fish?
can quickly and massively serve. And they came up with something called the long drink that they served at the Olympics in 1952. And this was gin and grapefruit juice.
Interesting.
They just had a bunch of grapefruits and gin. That was their solution.
I'm looking at Finnish delicacies: a sautéed reindeer, blood dumpling soup, salty licorice, creamy salmon soup, classic Finnish rye bread. This sounds like some yummy food.
Yeah, and I think what has happened here is that some millennials, some hipsters with no socks and high pants and tight pants, they went to Finland. Right? Mm-hmm. They went and like a nondescript hat with no logo, and it's not a baseball hat. It's just kind of like
it's like a dad hat. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's almost like a bicycle hat or something, but it's like maybe something from LL Bean.
They have really thick glasses.
You can't identify it with any sport. It's just like a baseball style hat, but it's clearly not a baseball hat. And these kids, I think, who had wealthy parents, they studied in Finland. And they discovered this drink, and they decided to get some VC money and release this drink in the U.S. And here we are. Frightening.
That's an actor.
What?
I'm looking at the picture. There's one of those dudes is an actor.
Go to the story. Go to the story. Like go to our story. I'm looking at it. Look at them.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what I'm seeing. These people. This is just some kids are like, let's go to Finland.
Yes.
They got pants. Yeah. They got full pants and they got shoes. But I mean,
Miles Teller. That's the guy I'm talking about. Miles Teller becomes co-founder of Long Drink, a Finnish-inspired booze brand. He's a shitty actor.
He's a good actor. I like Miles Teller.
No, what's he in? His face is wrong.
These look like rich Americans that are just like
no,
went for
I don't
a vacation.
like him. What's he in?
Well, that's what my takeaway here
is.
It's a bunch of.
He looks like he's 50.
Okay, well, there's a bunch of young millennial types, maybe Gen Z. I don't know. They went there.
His dad is Mike Teller. He's a Philadelphia.
Scroll down to chapter 2. The team grows. We're getting some douche vibes going on here. This is.
I don't like this guy. I'm telling you.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you this.
Look at his face.
I'm going to tell you this. The drink is fucking outstanding.
Nothing this guy produced is outstanding.
No, this is really fucking good. And I'm buying the 0 one. There's no carbs and 99 calories. It's fucking awesome. Like it's my go-to thing right now. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really good.
I don't really like that guy. That was a good story. Very frightening.
Yeah, that's scary, right?
Yeah, it was spooky. It's something to tell your kids at night. They'll fall asleep.
What's the cautionary tale here? Don't invest in Swedish beer.
Well, it's not beer. It's gin and grapefruit.
Oh, sorry, your gin and grapefruit drink.
But it's not actually from Finland. It's just Finnish style. That
guy looks like Ryan Reynolds, the guy in the white shirt. He looks like Ryan Reynolds, like younger.
I mean, I'm actually looking at their outfits. They're not that bad, honestly. Like I'd wear those jeans.
It's the other guy I got the problem with. It's the Miles Teller dude that I still have to go to his IMDb and see why I hate him so bad.
But I guess the outfits weren't as bad as I thought, because I would rock that jacket maybe in those.
Rock.
Oh, he's coming around on the douche. John's falling in love with the long.
Picking up fashion tips from this kid.
Yeah. Yeah,
but it does seem like these guys just went there and they had some money and they said, hey, we should bring this to the U.S., you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Old Cranky says Miles Teller was the drummer in Whiplash, and that was an amazing movie.
Oh.
That kid's got talent.
But listen, the drink's fucking good. I recommend Long Drink. If you see it, buy it.
Okay.
Guy's got a punchable face.
He was in the crappy Fantastic Four reboot.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know he was an actor.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that face.
I got his poster.
All right, that's it for me.
It's on your wall.
All right, Matt, what's going on there?
Oh, I actually played 2 scary games today, and they're both Halloween themed, so I am on target.
Good.
Yeah. I played Back for Blood.
Okay.
Is that the name of it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have played that. Yeah,
I think you both should have played this.
It's on Game Pass.
This is definitely streamable. So I got together with our good friend Ted, Rachel, and our very own Jedi of Light. He joined us for a 4-person game, because this is a 4-people co-op. And this is, I mean, it is Left 4 Dead, but just updated. So obviously better graphics, better performance, some cooler things you can do in the game. But it's always PC. I played it on PC, the Xbox Game Pass on PC. And I am digging this game. It's a long game for one. There's I think about 20 levels, a lot of variety, and it does look a lot like Left 4 Dead as well. There's a lot of forest and woods and abandoned towns and stuff, but same concept too. You start in a safe house. You're just getting from safe house to safe house without dying, and along the way you're picking up guns. And when you get to the safe house, you can spend money to upgrade. By different attachments and stuff. So it is, I mean, a lot of it's kind of finding the best loot, finding the gun that works for you. And just honestly, there is a lot of teamwork involved in this. There's a lot of, you go there, you crank this thing, I'm going to set up the turret. As soon as I hit this button, we got to go up these stairs and we got to control this choke point. Why are you
I was just thinking about the fun you could have with Matt McCarthy.
Yeah, because, listen.
I know, it's a lot of fun.
We loved Aliens Fireteam Elite. We finished that.
This is your new game.
Yeah, there's 8 people playing Aliens Fireteam Elite.
I know. Well, that's the thing. So, like Aliens Fireteam Elite, we finished that shit, and then we did all the maps, and we're like, now what? There's no new content. And that's it. Now there's 800 people playing that. Does this have legs? It sounds like the gameplay is similar in a way. Maybe, I don't know. But you said turrets.
Stop saying these things have legs, please.
I don't think it's as strategic.
Is it a bellwether?
Yeah, it is a bellwether for zombie games. Look, it's the Return of Left 4 Dead and under a different name. You start off in a hub area. There's a card system. The card system seems like it has some depth, where you collect cards throughout each match, and you can use them to augment your character. And at the beginning of each match, you say, oh, okay, I'm going to pick my cards. I'm going to be 20% more stamina, better aim, and you can kind of build a loadout every time you go in this hub world.
I don't know if I like that they went with cards, to be honest. It felt weird and tacked on.
I didn't tool around too much with it, and it doesn't take that much time, but it does add a little extra carrot. Like, there's cards hidden through the levels, too.
Just reskin it, I'm saying. Like, I don't know, like a mod to your gear, or, I don't know, some collectible thing. The card thing, I just feel like...
Well, it does feel like a way to sell more stuff down the road.
Yeah.
Like, it does feel like card packs. You can buy card packs.
Right, true.
The weapon selection is fantastic. I was using the bat from Walking Dead, Negan's bat with the barbed wire, and, Jedi of Light was healing me a lot because I kept running forward and just, like, smashing people and dying. But, so by the way, thank you, Jedi of Light, because he was kind of playing the medic. There's 8 different characters eventually you can choose from. The enemies are fantastic. I mean, you got a huge troll-like zombie monsters popping up mid-level, and these things like the size of a building, and you're all trying to take it down. You get hit in one.
How's the gunplay feel?
It's satisfying. It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe the gunplay.
Right? It's not third person, right?
It is first person. Hold up.
Is there a cover system?
RNG.
Is it cover system kind of shit?
Not so much. I mean, this isn't very tactical. It is very much shoot everything that's coming at you. I mean, sometimes you got to put up
now, why'd you say
wood
hold
on the wall.
Up?
What do you mean hold up? What do you
You
mean?
know if it's first or third person, he's saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if it's first or third person. That's
you want to know something?
Thing.
It's funny you say that because I have that sometimes too. Because I'm like, wait, was I in third person when I played that, or was that first person? You know, I'm looking at screenshots. It's first person.
It's first person.
Because like Aliens was like kind of like Gears of War style cover and stuff, like in third person. So this doesn't have like cover and all that type shit, right?
Not from what I can tell, and if they did, I didn't use it. You don't have much chance to cover. These things are attacking you from all angles.
Okay.
And you remember in Left 4 Dead, you had the witch, where if you disturbed her, like, shit got real. Well, this time you've got crows, so if you see a pack of crows, you got to be careful around them, because if they fly off, they'll alert people, and then it'll get pretty brutal. But I'm really digging this. I think this could go... I mean, it's easy to add levels to this thing, add different characters... It feels like it's the foundation for a much bigger game that they can add themes to or different events to. So I've been reading a lot of good reviews too. I think you guys should try it.
Is this the type of thing where, like, when you do every level, is that it, or how's it work?
No, it's pretty linear. You could sit down and it's a full story, right? Split up into 20 different safe house checkpoints. So it is a full campaign.
Is there motivation to go back and play the earlier levels on harder difficulty?
Oh, absolutely. To collect bigger cards so you can get better weapons, and you can build up your character, essentially. Like, you can keep playing and getting better stuff back at your home base. So there is that incentive, absolutely.
And this is on Game Pass for Xbox and PC, so, I mean, Phil is delivering the goods, it sounds like.
Yeah, this is a premium Game Pass get. I mean, this makes Game Pass worth it for me. Like,
would you say this is a real Gabe killer? This game
seems like a Gabe killer. Look, I think they caught lightning in a bottle twice with this one. With they did well Left 4 Dead. I feel like whoever made this, I should probably say who made this.
It's not middle shelf. What other Matt terms can you throw in there?
Definitely not middle shelf. This is definitely a bellwether.
But these are like,
said.
Aren't these like Valve guys that made this, right?
Warner Brother Games.
It's former.
See, I don't know the background.
Left 4 Dead people. And it was supposed to be like a spiritual successor to it.
Turtle Rock Studios. Okay, so
so that's why I made the Gabe reference there, right? So
it's still on Steam.
Yeah, I know it's on Steam, but it's on Game Pass, right? I mean,
I don't think there's going to be much difference.
But nobody wants Game Pass on the PC.
It worked for me. I mean, I loved it, and Rachel streamed it, and
it's good for console people, but PC only gamers still aren't really willing to do it.
I disagree with that.
I know a lot of PC-only gamers, and they do not want Game Pass. They refuse to install it if it's not on Steam.
Really?
It's pretty
it's my lifeline to these games.
I mean, the only thing the problem I've seen so far with Game Pass on PC is that you potentially are getting an older build, right?
I'm not saying it's a problem or not a problem. I mean, I hate the app. I'm saying that the mentality of a lot of PC-only gamers is they're not embracing Game Pass yet. It needs to go up on Steam or something as a Steam package. I don't know. With a fee. And I'm sure Phil would do it, right? I'm sure if they could work it out.
Listen,
where was it,
Phil and Gabe, I think they're buddies.
I think they could do it. If they did that, then it'd be good.
Yeah, it's just a phone call.
I mean, Microsoft is definitely putting their stuff in Steam, right? So if they can figure out a way for their flag to be on Steam, it's like, okay, you logged it, you connected your Game Pass account to Steam, right?
And if you want to launch it in Steam, go ahead. You know, we'll give them a cut. We'll give them 2%, 5%, whatever. I mean, I could see them doing it. They said they want Game Pass on the Switch. They said they want Game Pass on Sony. So you know they want it on Steam.
Yes.
So will they do that? Who knows?
I think they should. Why not? I mean, why not connect your Microsoft account to Steam? That already exists, doesn't it? I'm sure it does, right? And then Steam knows if you have Game Pass, and here's the game.
Yeah.
Like, have you noticed, like, the Halo betas, you get a key from Microsoft, you put it in Steam, and then you play the beta for the weekend, and then they revoke. This is just anecdotal, whatever. They revoke the serial number when the beta's over. Have you seen that, Matt? They do that.
I haven't experienced that myself. No.
So Microsoft doing something with Steam is what I'm getting at. You know, they're saying, okay, we're going to let you use our serial numbers for the weekend, but Valve, we need you to revoke the serial number when the beta's over. Like, and I would launch Steam and it says a serial number you redeemed has been revoked, and it's always been the Halo beta.
Temporary.
I've never seen that before, though. You know,
I've seen it. Beta periods are over. Yeah,
I've never seen a serial number get revoked. I don't recall that happening before.
Anyways, definitely recommend for this game. I think you guys should try it. It's a fun game to stream too, John. So if you want to get your Matt McCarthy on there, or I'll play. I'm just saying. I'm here.
All right. So what's it you played?
Okay, I played The Last Stand Aftermath. It's a demo, and it's on Steam right now. And I am excited for this game now. So it came up, I don't know, on Facebook, or I just read about it on Reddit, and I needed a horror game. Like, okay, I'll give this one a shot. So this is a picture like the top-down Falloutness, the early Fallouts, but it's a roguelite. So you are playing a character who has been bitten, and you've got like 4 days to survive. So you're making runs. You're seeing how far you can. A zombie.
A bug?
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Zombie.
Yeah, mosquito.
Zombie. This is a zombie game.
Turn you into a zombie.
So every run is you're one of these survivors. You leave the shelter, and you're like, I'm just going to get as far as I can get. Get out in the city, find supplies, blah, blah, blah. Eventually you're going to die, and then you start again with a new survivor, a different guy. It could be a dentist, it could be a baker, it could be a chef, and they've got different loadouts and weapons. But that's the appeal.
Well, is he Greek?
You want to come back as a dentist. They're all psychos.
Well, no. Is he Greek? I mean, it could be.
I don't know. They don't really get into the ethnicity of these guys, but so that's the appeal
did he have an
of it.
open shirt with a lot of chest hair?
Lots of chest hair,
and
olives
in the parking lot.
Yeah, olive oil. He kind of rubbed it in his chest hair too.
Yogurt dips. What do they call it?
Some donaires. Serving donaires and stuff.
Tzatziki is excellent, by the way. That stuff's awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm a big tzatziki guy.
Oh my
God. You
God,
like it? It's a tangy. It's like a tangy.
I don't like
It's a cucumber. It's a
I don't want
cucumber
that.
dill dip.
I don't like cucumber.
Oh.
I don't want tang. I don't want any of that.
Yeah, Michelle, it's good. You like it. You like it. Just try
I
it.
don't
Just go
like
to,
it. I don't like tang.
Feta
I
and
smelled
olives.
it.
Anyways, I don't know why we're
I'm
saying
not
that.
Canadian.
Okay. So yeah, it's just it is a roguelike, so you get as far as you can get.
I should make my own tzatziki. I've never done that.
I mean, you should just pretend you're Greek and go for it. Yeah, have that Christmas.
Because I think, look, this game is coming out later in the year. I think you guys should definitely pick it out. I feel like
sounds unique.
It's
How you keep
well-played.
coming back as different people. I'm a hairdresser. I'm a cop. You know, you come back,
you're just
know
normal.
Are they that specific though? Like you're a dog watcher.
I played as like a lumberjack, and his weapon was an axe.
That's a lost art. Yeah.
Did you ever watch Axemen on Discovery Channel? I got addicted to that for a while.
He had an axe.
Yeah, the Widowmaker trees you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
You know,
you got to cut it a certain way,
comes down
like a V
if
cut.
you don't know what you're. Exactly. You've got to do like a little cut.
It's a dangerous job.
It's a very dangerous job.
And also, it's a dangerous job being a character in this video game, which I'm trying to talk about. It's so yeah, you're going.
Lumberjacks.
It is kind of twin sticky, so you're using the right analog to aim your gun, shoot at the zombies. And I love twin stick shooters, so this had that kind of vibe to it. But you're also exploring houses and you're crafting and you're getting fuel for your car so you can go to the next destination. And it's not an open world. You get in your car at the end of each kind of little world and you say, oh, now I'm going to go to the hospital or I can go to this park. And there's like a little map that you can choose from.
So there's no way to make it and survive? All these people die? Is that the gimmick?
I mean, I haven't played the whole game, but they really drive home like this is about dying and coming back as someone else. And you can mutate along the way, too, because you're slowly turning into a zombie. So you can get mutation powers. Really good. It looks cool. I think it has a nice hook to it. And this is what I'm definitely going to pick up down the road. I do want to give a final parting to Far Cry 6. I think last night I just stared at the screen. I'm like, I think I'm done. Like you were talking about with New World, John, it was copy paste, all these different things that you're supposed to do. It didn't feel like the old Far Cry games to me.
Right.
It felt like they really
copy pasting in New World isn't so obvious though. But
it's obvious in this one. It's like, here's another checkpoint that looks exactly
Michelle,
like
do you think they made the towns mirror images so you were always never
it's not
not
just
lost?
the towns, it's the whole zones. I think they're lazy.
Yeah. All right, go on.
There's Reddit posts about it.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, visually, it lacks a soul, I guess. I don't feel, remember I loved about these games that you can pick a direction and something always happens. It's not this game. It's just pick a direction, you'll find one of 50 bases, one of 50 checkpoints. It's all the same thing. It's not capturing me, and I wish I bought it physical so I could return it, but
you broke the
not return it, but trade it in. Yeah, start the chain again. That's too bad. I'm drinking Coke Zero. That's my stuff.
All right, we have 2 more voicemail and some gaming news.
All right, let's play a voicemail. 520-FEEL-VGO. Tiger?
Hey, guys. I was just listening to your Far Cry 6 breakdown, and I gotta say, every time I hear someone talk about a cookie-cutter formula or games that are failing to innovate, one of the first things that comes to my mind is the Nemesis system from Middle-earth, like Shadow War and Shadow of Mordor. The fucking Warner Brothers, like, whatever they did to restrict that system from being used in other places or even similar systems, I think that's a tragedy. I think Far Cry could really, really benefit from having a system like that, and I'd like to know what other games or series would you guys like to see something like the Nemesis system in. All right, thanks.
What's the Nemesis system?
You remember in Shadow of Mordor, if you killed an orc, he'd come back, and now he's really pissed off. And
he's like your
it's like
enemy.
he'd be like, I see you, I'm back to kill you. So he'd get more stronger. I think that would work in so many games. He's so right. In Far Cry 6, if you like killed a general, what if his son all of a sudden took a vendetta against you, and all of a sudden you came across him out in the world because he's really mad.
Yeah, like a reputation system. You could tweak it that way with different factions, and that they hate you. I mean, I think it would work, and it does work in a lot of MMOs that way. Like there's certain factions that can hate you, and then they'll attack you on sight. Or maybe, like you said, in a game where you're killing the same person over and over, because you are in a lot of like MMOs or type games. I think it would work really well there. But we aren't getting enough different types of systems, like the caller says, in games.
That was such a good system. Did you guys? Do you remember that playing the Lord of the Rings games?
Yeah,
because it did
that
feel
game was complicated for me because it was the first time I saw this, and I was like, okay, it was kind of cool to just see something new, and we don't get that feeling a lot. It's a lot of the time it is. I've seen this before, but having their take on it.
The problem is obvious to me, right? It's like we're gonna make an open world game. We're gonna make this giant playground. Now, what do you do in it? Well, you talk to somebody, you get a mission, and then you go over here. Like
you shoot something.
That's all they ever want to do with that. They make this wonderful map, this great engine, this playground, and they're like
scared to break the mold too. They're taking.
But the thing is, what
something.
do you? Let's have a discussion. What do you do with that?
I've got an answer. You shrink that sandbox down to 10% what it is, and just make that so dense and so livable, so vertical. That was the promise of Cyberpunk. That's what I thought we were getting there. It's a city where you could walk into apartments and discover new things. Like, don't make it just this flat out land where you're killing the same things over again.
But why is Grand Theft Auto so
I
successful?
like big open worlds like that. Like I like big maps personally.
Well, Grand Theft Auto did a good job.
If it comes at the sacrifice of detail, that's never good because it does feel soulless when you can't go in any building. You can't go to the roof of something.
Well, that was the problem with Cyberpunk is that unless there was a mission
so many closed doors and stuff.
Unless there was something very specific in a building that you had to go there, then they would model.
And I think they
inside
failed
of that
on
building.
the RPG part of it. Like when I chose what were the
100%.
Stock Bros? What were they? The crypto,
the corpos.
Corpos. Yeah, I didn't feel like
it has
a corpo.
no bearing.
It was no bearing.
It only mattered like for the first hour or two of that game.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that was it.
Some dialogue choices or whatever. But I wanted to feel like I was in Wall Street, like I was Michael Douglas.
But I think the answer is games like Deathloop, Dishonored,
different things,
where it's more of a smaller world, still open world, but there's so much interactivity. There's so many things you can affect. There's so many systems.
But Matt, the thing is, I noticed right away though. I'm like, this Deathloop game is fucking. These areas are small, and so the gimmick they used to get over that was like, okay, we have small areas and not a lot of them is the time function, right? That's how they got around it to make it seem like there was more there. But that felt cheap to me.
But I mean, that game got. If you played more of it, you'd realize every single one of those districts had so many things you could affect. Like you go in the morning, you set this in motion.
No, I noticed
then you
it.
come back.
I mean, I saw it. When I was in one map in the morning, there was a box that allowed me to get on a ledge, and at night, that box was gone. And so I couldn't go that way anymore.
It's great box technology.
Right, but I'm saying that I could see the game design, right? It's clear to me. It's like, okay, we made one area. We like this area. Now let's have different time phases, and we could change it for the different time phases. And now, look, we have 4 new areas. But it's
and have the time phases
area.
affect each other too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Anyway, I'm just saying what I like about those games is there's small areas, but you can go inside everything. There's always There's no closed doors. Everything's explorable, and that felt more meaningful to me than a huge map in Far Cry 6 where there's nothing really to do except blow shit up. The same,
which I love though. I love open world games. I love the chaos. I love creating mayhem with I love that shit. I like trying.
After a while, it gets so stale. Like, okay, here comes another helicopter. I'm just going to blow it up. Here comes the same helicopter. It's just unless you add more dimension or density to that, I don't know. I get it though, Michelle. I do like open worlds.
Yeah, we need a game that is both big and detailed. All right, let's talk about this Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack. Some people upset about this because it also comes with an Animal Crossing expansion for New Horizons.
So it's $25. Okay. So when Nintendo did the Nintendo Direct, there was a lot of speculation on what it was going to cost, right? Mm-hmm. And people were not happy even before they announced a price for this whole fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, the Nintendo Online service right now is $20 a year. Okay. And so now it's going to be. I'm trying to find the pricing here. So right now it's $20 a year. You get the NES and the SNES virtual library, and then you also get the quote unquote online service, right? And so they're now going to be charging. And the family service was $35 a year. I know in this article it says it was $25. Yeah, okay. So the DLC will release on November 5th and will cost $24.99 on its own. So they're
and you get N64 games and Genesis games as well as the Animal Crossing expansion.
That price is wrong.
Yeah, $80 for the family membership in this photo and $50 for 12 months for the individual.
So
if you want both.
They went from $20 a month to $45 a month.
50 for 12 months. 50 for 12 months.
Oh.
It says.
Well, that's like PlayStation Plus. That's actually cheaper than PlayStation Plus.
Yeah. Oh, so it's 80 for 12 months for your family, 50 for individual.
That math doesn't work.
So if you want everything,
that doesn't work.
50 a year.
If it's $20 a month for the existing membership, and you have to, this on its own is $25, that should be $45.
It's $49.99 according to the.
Why would you pay more if you buy the bundle?
I mean, look at the photos. I don't know. It says $49.99.
Yeah, because this article here says the DLC will release on November 5th and will cost $24.99 on its own.
Right, that's just the DLC for Happy Home Paradise. That's not saying the package. So they're saying if you're going to buy the New Horizons anyway, it's like getting the rest of it for $5. So it's $30.
Wait, the fucking DLC for Animal Crossing is $25?
Yes. If you wanted that, it's $25. But if you get it as part of the bundle, you can pay $50 a year. So they're saying
this is shitty as all. This is worse than I thought.
Well, I mean, $50 a year, and you're getting their online service with other games.
The problem with this is that they established $20. That's the whole problem here, right?
Right.
If out of the gate and they said it was 40 and now it's 50, we would say, oh, okay, right?
They should just say we're phasing it out instead of this 2-tiered system expansion pack. It's really shitty.
I didn't realize that the Animal Crossing, the way I read this was that this new DLC was 25, but you're saying it's just the Animal Crossing.
Yeah, the other's 30. So they're saying if you're going to do, basically, it's worth it if you want Animal Crossing DLC, and that may be the way they're going to convince people to do this. It's sort of like a season pass,
right,
for Animal Crossing, because that's like a very popular game. So farming and cooking are coming to Animal Crossing because of that, and other details as well. But yeah, I don't know if I like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's $50 a year. Okay, so we just have to forget it was 20, basically, for this to be for you to live with it. You have to just forget it was ever $20. I mean, if you compare this to Game Pass and other, PlayStation Plus, it's not unreasonable at all, right? Considering what you get.
I feel like Game Pass is probably a better value than old games from an NES, but
Matt, what do you think of this?
I don't even know what this expansion pack is. I'm so sorry. What?
Okay, so all right, let's back up. So right now it's $20 a month.
We've gone over this 100 times.
Okay, so the expansion pack adds Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, and Animal Crossing DLC.
Gotcha.
That's what it is.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. That's
so next year it could be something else, some other DLC, but you're still also getting the Genesis and the N64 games.
Oh, you think there's expansion pack 2 and now it's $70 a year?
No, I just think it's another 50 and you get they're going to they're tossing something else in because it just doesn't sound enough to say for $30 extra you now get N64 and Sega games. People would be like, go shit in your hat, Nintendo. So
that's like a fair deal to me. I mean, 30 extra bucks
if you're
for
an Animal
Donkey
Crossing
Kong
player,
64,
it is. But
like, what are the 64 games that are coming out?
But I'm paying you every month so I can play Donkey Kong? I mean, come on.
I mean, we're talking Nintendo fans here. They keep buying it. But $30.
But the thing is, though, you say that we're talking about Nintendo fans who are usually very supportive. They're not supportive.
Yeah, 40K downvotes. They said in the first hour.
No one is supporting this.
People don't want this.
And I read a lot people saying, "Oh, you're going to charge me to rent games now? I just want to fucking buy the game."
Yeah, but this has been Nintendo's MO for the longest time. Like, Nintendo doesn't have great strategies when it comes to consumer good. Like, it always makes you pay extra for the game you bought 5 times. People never fault Nintendo for this, so maybe now is a good time to be like, give Nintendo a little flack. Maybe push back a little because they always get away with this stuff.
They won't care.
Again, the problem is that it was $20. It shouldn't have been 20.
Sure, it should have been.
But if it was 40...
testing the waters, and now they've added more and an expansion. So maybe it's going to give you access to expansion packs as well.
What's that?
People never expected it to go up in price, I think. People had like a kind of a trust.
But it didn't. You can still pay $20 if you want the same old thing. If you want more, you pay more.
But that's the gamer mentality. Like, I'm paying $20. I want everything from now on for that same $20.
You guys don't have to use this. Still pay $20 and shut the fuck up. You don't have to pay $50. Pay $20.
And if you want Game Mario, you need to pay $30.
Exactly.
And if you want your Mario 64...
I mean, Gay Bowser.
They're not raising the price of the other one. The base one's still there. You can still do it, I think. So,
but if you want to be part of the future and they're part of their future plans,
they never promised more other things being added. They never said you'll get Sega games, you'll get N64 games for $20.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand your point of view. I'm just saying, from their point of view, Sorry. No.
I feel like they're baiting in Animal Crossing people because, like, they made a point to say for only $5 extra. Because it's like you can just a la carte get the Animal Crossing expansion for $25, which seems steep for what it is, but
didn't
whatever.
They say the next Animal Crossing expansion is the last one they're doing? Like, that's the last big support they're doing for the game?
Maybe.
Yeah. I read that. Yeah, that so people are mad.
Okay.
Why announce that, by the way?
Just do it and slowly fade it out.
So you know, we're done.
Just so you know, this is the last one.
Yeah. We're tired of this.
If they sell the fuck out of that Happy Home Paradise at $25 and they're going,
I don't know why they wouldn't support this game. Animal Crossing has so much potential, but they don't do it. It should be their MMO. It should be their Mii's. It should be their, like, everything. It's like, it could be so much.
Put a 10-person team on it, make monthly updates, and make a shit ton of money every month. Like, why not? People will pay that.
I don't know. It's weird. All right, so finally people believe, that Ubisoft has green-lighted, after 10 years, a new Splinter Cell game. This is the rumor.
And it's
making
free
an
to play,
announcement very
open
soon.
world.
Sam is
Buy
now
cosmetics for your
female.
goggles.
It's now
Samantha.
called Splinter Cell World.
Yeah,
And
Splinter Cell Live,
Yep.
Infinite.
Yep.
Splinter Cell
The
World.
goggles are done. It's now a green.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. A pocket
Well, because
book or
the
something.
goggles
It's a girl.
had 3 lights. It wasn't inclusive.
The goggles look
and
too much like testicles. It's frightening
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah.
Canceled. The goggles are canceled.
They
It's
tested
done.
the goggles, and
I mean, I
a lot
hope
of people
this
didn't
is
feel
true.
safe.
I want it. I want the multiplayer. I want Spy vs.
Yeah.
Mercs. I want all this shit. Pandora tomorrow.
Listen,
Chaos
traditional
Theory.
games
Some
are
of the best
done.
multiplayer I've had.
It's done.
And
Yeah.
Splinter, and listen,
Those days are
Sam
over.
Fisher better be a fucking badass, a grizzled
No,
alcoholic.
he can't be a beta male. That's right.
Right? No, that's what I'm getting at. He
No.
better be fucking.
Sam better be
No.
Sam.
He better be
It's Sam,
guy-
the female Fisher, and
Oh,
she
no. Samantha
is going to be a
Samantha
single mom
Fisher. Yes.
who,
No kids, single mom.
an artist, depressed. She's super
How
depressed.
Would she have no kids if she's a single mom? Yeah.
Well, that's a long story.
alcoholic.
That's what you're going to find out. Right.
She killed her child.
He better be
Yeah.
a grizzled, I've seen shit
Yeah.
kind of a guy.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Likely an
Snapping
alcoholic.
necks.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you can't
Definitely
kill
some
anymore, though.
substance abuse. I don't know.
Maybe.
He's got
Tortured
demons.
past.
He better
He's got some
have
demons.
demons.
Yep.
I think
And
it's
I'm
gonna
not
be-
managing
talking
it now
about
with some
demons
edibles.
like he's insecure and
No.
he's got
No.
depression. Like he's seen some stuff. He's done some things. It needs
Yes.
to be that.
What if they
No blue
comes
hair.
out as Sam Fisher trans?
I don't think that's good. I don't want to see Sam Fisher in high
Transformer?
heels.
No.
Yeah, that would be
needs
good.
to
If
be
he could
that.
like sprout wings.
So
and just-
I am worried though that they're going to
Laser
turn this
eyes?
into a free to play.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Ubisoft. That's
Yep.
their MO. They did the Far Cry. They're doing it with Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
I guarantee you this is going to be a live online game where you play with other Sam Fishers or
Ugh.
some dumb shit.
Yeah.
I mean, besides Assassin's Creed, like what are their?
it's going to be create your own Sam Fisher.
Far Cry 2 they're doing.
I
They're
can
doing
have
Far
an
Cry.
Asian Sam Fisher. I can have a
Asian.
grandma Sam Fisher.
Yeah.
a Grandma
from
Fisher.
Texas.
Graham Fisher.
It's like the whole lineage of the Fishers.
Yeah,
You could
exactly.
be.
That's
It's
true,
like
it's the whole
Assassin's
family.
Creed. We're going down
Right?
the bloodlines.
Yeah.
I want to
Kid
meet Sam
Fisher.
Fisher's grandfather.
Grandma
you know?
Fisher, Aunt Fisher.
Yep. Fisher.
Uncle Fisher.
Uncle Fisher was a
Fisher.
real son of a bitch. You don't want to meet
Yeah,
him.
well, he was a Vietnam
Yeah.
vet. Don't fuck with that
Yeah.
guy. Uncle
Yeah. Don't be in the same room with them either, alone.
Uncle Fisher likes to touch. Yeah.
Because he's seen some
All these
shit. It
uncles.
fucked him
Uncles
up.
get the rep, you know?
Yeah.
I remember assuming my uncle was going to be a pedophile just because that's what I'd heard about uncles, and it never happened. He's like, he just bounced me on his knee. Was that inappropriate? But yeah,
I don't
Uncle
know. That's
Fisher.
what you remember. Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I would have remembered.
I just don't
would've
trust
rolled,
Ubisoft
Matt.
with anything these days.
Yeah.
No, I don't either.
I don't either. Oh,
I mean, I just hope they put a really good team on it that are well aware of the series like
no,
highlights
it's going
and
to be
history.
some 25-year-old girl with pink
Right.
curls and overalls. You know,
Because the
and she's
first
just like-
Splinter Cell, like I just
My
remember
dad
playing
used to
on
play
my
this
PC.
game.
Yeah, I remember playing on my
problematic.
PC, and it was so fucking elite.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so elite. It was an elite
Yeah.
game.
It was one of the stealth games I had patience for.
Yeah, it was. So, it
Which
was like a
rare.
wet dream.
You
for
didn't
me.
want to
Like,
go in guns blazing.
I know, like it forced you to be disciplined, and
But the multiplayer for me, like
Oh, yeah,
getting behind
Spies
somebody and
versus
snapping
Mercs.
your neck, Spies versus Mercs is so
Pandora
fun, so
tomorrow.
unique. We don't have
Yeah.
multiplayer like that.
Yeah.
Chaos Theory.
Who should do the voice?
Good
I think it's
times.
Michael
Both.
Cera. Michael Cera should do the voice. Who should be the voice of Sam Fisher?
Seth Rogen.
Well, John will just
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, it's not what I want. What other news is going on here, John?
No, the guy from
that we can get
Friends.
to?
They should do him.
Ross?
Matthew
Shit,
Perry?
Ross? David
Matthew
Schwimmer?
Perry. Matthew Perry.
Oh, Matthew Perry.
Bloated, drunk-faced Matthew Perry.
Yeah, I think we should have Matthew Perry do
I
the
actually
voice.
like a movie he's in, Fools Rush In. It's a guilty pleasure. That was before all the alcoholism.
He's got his
Bill
stuff back
Hader?
together.
Did he?
Bill Hader could do it. As Stefan. Yeah, he's getting his shit.
All right,
back together.
so listen, this
cares?
is scary.
What? Okay.
Today on Target,
All right. Target. is
Xbox
great.
Lost
mini
me.
fridges went
Oh,
on
yeah.
sale for pre-orders.
Okay.
They sold out in 15 minutes.
Wow.
It's
And
it's
they
done.
only
It's
hold
so
like a
done.
six-pack, right?
Yeah, there's
I was
for
trying to
99
figure
bucks.
that out because I think it might be 8-10 cans.
Okay. It's an
'Cause
awkward
I
number
would've been
because you're
fun
getting a
to have.
12-pack. Where do the others go? On top of your fridge?
I don't get a good sense of how big or small it
know.
really is.
It's a lie. Yeah.
But I have like a little. We talked about this. I have like a little fridge like this that holds like a 6-pack or something. Like,
yeah.
I was tempted to try to get this just cause, but I don't know.
You can get it for $300 now online because that's where they all went.
Stupid. Did you see Microsoft like trying to pretend they had a Fable tease? They're like, we've got something big to announce. We just got to get our chickens in order. And everyone was like, oh my God, Fable. And then they're like, they had to come back the next day. They're like, sorry, it's not going to be a Fable announcement or any big announcement really. But the day before you just said it was going to be. I don't even know what the announcement was. But they really oversold it at first. And they dropped a Fable hint. And I was like, finally, Xbox is going to get this open world.
But wasn't it like a Fable collection or something like that? Or
Fable Pub Games remaster? Something
it wasn't anything good, and so they had to step in. They're like, oopsie.
The Xbox fridge holds 12 cans.
I would like that, and maybe a year later I'll get one.
Mm-hmm.
The fridge?
Yeah, they look cool.
They should let it attach to your Xbox, and then like it cools it.
Oh, yeah.
Blows cold
It has
air.
a USB charging port on the front.
That's important. Put your phone in there. Maybe a controller.
It would be kind of cool, honestly, down here on my desk. Like, I have to admit, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're filming the Last of Us TV show in my old stomping grounds of Calgary. There's some stills out from it. It looks pretty cool.
Because Walking Dead sure went to shit.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I'm going down with that ship. It's
I watched
tough.
the first season, maybe the second. I was like, I can't take this anymore.
It's tough. Well, yeah, we'll try 15 years later. Or whatever, 10 years later.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Ugh. So hopefully Last of Us can fill that void. What else is going on?
Well, there was a Steam thing that came out. So Steam's going to have a new, like, little icon on games.
Well, this is what you wanted, right? The verification process for Steam Deck games. So
100%.
they're going through the whole catalog and doing Steam Deck approved, and they're encouraging developers to make sure it is. That's right. Well, Gabe is a listener.
I really think if they do this and do it right, it's going to just make it... It should be a console-like experience, right? And if this makes it more obvious which games you should install and which ones you should avoid, I think it's smart, right?
Sure.
Now, I don't know... Like, when do I get my Steam Deck? It was quarter one?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I kind of wish I'd gotten on that.
You can still
log into
sign up.
Steam right now and see what it says.
So while you're doing that, Microsoft says they're definitely not done acquiring studios, and they are looking right now for people who'd be a good match. So who do you think? I mean, wasn't there that rumor?
We talked about
right.
it.
It was Take-Two.
Yeah.
And Rockstar's a part of them and everything.
What about Double Fine?
They already did. They already got them, dude.
They
already have them.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I knew that. Just seeing.
I think they need a Japanese studio because the Xbox did sell 4 times the amount they did already from the last Xbox. They said in Japan, so they sold like 20. Now they're doing good there.
So my Steam Deck pre-order still says Q1 2022.
Yep.
So I'm not going to get it in that December window, right? Obviously.
That's not Q1.
Probably not.
I'm kind of okay with that. Let someone else be the beta tester.
Would you cancel it if you heard bad reviews, or do you want to get it in your hands?
No, I think I'm going to go through with it. I really do want it.
No.
And
I'm anxious to see what you think. Yeah.
The closer to spring I get it, the better off.
Oh, John, look at this. There's some new games coming to Game Pass, and one of them is Bassmaster. Are you going to get back into fishing?
Well, because I thought you were... My college nickname was Assmaster, but
license plate, right?
Jesus,
that's why I thought I had flashbacks there.
No, this is Bass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just an extra letter. I mean, you can probably do the same thing to it if you really wanted. Also getting the Forgotten City, which is a game I talked about. Backbone, I thought they already had that. I guess it's going to console too. Outriders coming to PC. It was only on console.
Now look at this. 13 more cloud games add touch controls, which my phone I'm getting is going to have all this fucking shit.
That's right. Your Xbox phone. You talked about that on Micro VGO, I think, last week or the week before. You're getting a new Microsoft phone, basically. And we were saying, why aren't they marketing this as a Game Pass device, like their Switch? Because it's a double
they're
screen
adding
DS.
And these touch controls, because I'm getting the Duo 2, Matt, which is it looks like a DS.
Yeah.
It's 2 screens.
Oh, sweet.
And so the bottom, the top screen will be the game, and the bottom screen is contextual. It changes with the game.
Like the 3DS, right.
And so like if you're playing like a racing game, you might see the map on the bottom and then the custom controls and all that shit. And so they're slowly adding these touch controls to their games because they want people to play Game Pass on mobile. I mean, they're kind of going after Apple in a way with all this shit too.
Where's the money coming from Microsoft? Because I just read a news article saying their Game Pass is growing. Sorry, what? Am I totally on the wrong one?
They're on every computer, the operating system.
I don't know where the money's coming from.
No, but I mean, like, shut up.
How does the Gates Foundation have all this money?
I don't think it's Microsoft itself. I
feel like they're just on a billion spending spree. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like they're banking a lot on the Game Pass.
It's like, where is Amazon getting this cash?
They have so much money that they give like half of it away in the Gates Foundation and all that shit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying. It's just, anyways, whatever. Yeah, that was.
I'm
a stupid
just
comment.
saying. How does Walmart have money, really?
I just read something saying Xbox's Game Pass isn't growing as fast as they thought it would, and I know that they're operating at a loss to draw people in. I just feel like
they don't care. That's
just
pocket
change. Be a little more
to
prudent.
Them.
All right.
Bill Gates' daughter just had a wedding. It cost $3 billion.
So the 10 largest companies by market cap. Number 1.
Microsoft.
Apple.
Oh, okay.
A lot of profit in Apple.
Number 2 is Microsoft. Number 3, Saudi Aramco, probably an energy company.
Good,
and then number
solid
4,
company.
Number 4 is Alphabet, which is Google, and then number 5, Amazon. And then Alphabet is Google, and then number 5 is Amazon. 6 is Facebook. 7 is Tesla. 8 Berkshire.
I can't believe Facebook is up that high.
8 is Hellcat Creative. Right.
8th is Berkshire Hathaway, then Taiwan Semiconductor, and then Tencent is number 10.
Yeah, I was going to ask for Tencent.
Tencent is number 10.
That could be changing, though, with China's laws with gaming. I wonder if they're going to focus more on American gaming.
Yeah.
What if Microsoft bought Tencent?
Oh, my God.
It is funny looking at this top 10 list of the biggest companies in the world. You would think it would be more energy companies and
Tesla being up that high.
I mean, how many? Look at most of these are involved in gaming. Number 1's in gaming, number 2's in gaming, number 4's in gaming, number 5's in gaming, number 6 is and even Tesla is in gaming with their cars in some way, and then Tencent is in gaming. Like more than half of them are involved in gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Gaming is pretty important.
I'd say so.
Yep.
That's crazy.
All right, John. We have another voicemail, and I think you want to close us out with one of your lists that I do not like, but we're going to let you do it.
All right, go ahead and play the next voicemail, which I heard is scary. 520-FEEL-VGO.
Very, very scary.
Hello, VGO. It's Stavril. I have an idea. I'd like to do, you guys do the themed weekend, your theme show, like, Bruce Willis, things like that.
Fell.
Could we do a Matt
Come on out.
show, like play games that Matt voiced in and review them? I think that would be a lot of
fun.
Anyways,
so
love
actually,
you guys. See you later.
The community show already did that. I think they played his VR game, right? Was it the one where you drown?
I think
What's that called again?
The debris.
Yeah. So they played some Mac games, and that's a free show up on our app from the community, which you can guest on if you want. But John, are you into this idea?
No. I have
there's
10
5 to choose from.
Okay.
And wait, by the way, there's another one coming out next year, and they won't tell me the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did like zombies, and I did like a crazy person for it. And I'm like, what game is this? Like,
let me hear the crazy person.
No, I'm not going to do that. You're just going to make fun of it. But let
me hear it. Let me hear it.
Like, what does it sound
like?
No,
I'm not going to try to recreate it right now. But I asked him, like, okay, what's this going on? It's like, we honestly can't tell you. It's a game that people are anticipating.
I want to hear.
What kind of crazy woman? You're a woman? You're a man. Why are you taking women's jobs, Matt?
No, do it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear the crazy.
No, it was different.
Why are they hiring men to do females' jobs?
Do it right now.
This is crazy.
I'm not going to do it right now. No, people are going to make fun of me. So
you're a voice actor. You have to be confident. What is this? You perform. You're a performer.
Okay, give me a line to say then. Give me a line to say as a zombie.
The crazy bitch?
Has anyone seen my phone?
No, I can't. I gotta. I'll give you my audition. I'm not gonna do it.
Crazy voice.
They're crazy people that have been turned crazy and are roaming the streets, and they won't tell me what the game is.
San Francisco. All right.
Yeah.
It's a San Francisco poop simulator. You probably voiced the guy who was shitting in front of a bank or a $3 million home. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out. So it's apparently a kind of known game. So we'll figure it out. Maybe it's the last.
All right, I have an important list here.
All right, let's close out with this very spooky Halloween
These are
list.
the 10 best horror games of all time. You tell me if you agree with this list. Now, mind you, these are the best horror games of all time.
All time, forever.
All time. All right,
All
here
time.
we go.
Well, that doesn't make sense because the scariest one is when they like collected people and hung them in Salem. I mean, you can't.
What?
That was like a game.
To see if the witch floated,
the
kind of thing?
Yeah, that was a game.
That was probably the scariest
That's
game
number
of
one.
all time.
That
was the scariest game.
All right, we'll amend the list when we get to number one.
Okay, yeah, this is video games. Let's be
All right,
clear.
so Resident Evil
Bloody Mary,
7,
pretty scary.
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Are we starting from the least to the most?
They don't have numbers on these. Let's just assume that's 10. Let's just go with it.
Okay. Yeah, that was.
Are we okay with
for
that?
Sure. Yeah, that
Of
was
all
that was still
time.
creepy. Yeah, sure.
All right, Dark Wood.
Is that a porn?
It's a
that was
Polish
my nickname.
folklore. Yeah.
It's pretty scary porn when he walks in the room. I don't know about this Polish game. Sounds
Dark
like a
Wood.
superhero. Dark Wood. Okay.
Dark Wood.
I mean, I've never played Dark Wood.
I never
Say
heard
the
of
title
this.
over and
It's a
over
game.
again.
Dark Wood.
Dark
Let's
Wood.
just go to YouTube and Google. Let's just Google Dark Wood. Let's just
Nah,
go to
I
Google
don't know.
Dark Wood.
Don't do that.
Dark Wood. Ew.
All right.
Okay.
YouTube
No, we're
Dark
good. We're
Wood.
good.
Dark Wood.
I never
A
even
new
heard of
perspective
that
on-
game. Have you heard of this game?
2017.
This
Who
is
made
the
this list? The dev who made this game?
HappyMag.tv. It's my homepage.
Happy
so,
Mag. Okay.
This seems a little suspect.
it's
This is
a little
a $5
questionable.
game.
This looks like shit. No, this
Dark-
was
Yeah.
just created
It's
to
a
push
hell-
this shitty
it's a
Dark
hellish
Wood game.
journey
Yeah.
through
This is
cursed
fucking garbage.
lands.
This is not a
This is an
best game of all
advertorial.
time. Give
This
me
is
a
a Darkwood
fucking break.
advertorial.
Look at this garbage game. This is not of all time. This is not even the best game of the week.
Let me
Are you
see this.
serious?
That's what it says. Well, it's number 9, which can we assume
This is
it's
a lie.
They're
This
saying
list
it's
is a
better
lie.
than Resident Evil.
Yeah, okay. It's better than Silent Hill 2? I don't think so.
All right, let's go. Let's.
Yeah, this
right.
was a paid insert. Give me a break.
All right, let's keep going. This
Who
is an
wrote this
important
shit?
list. This is
This guy's
Happy
name is
Madper?
Alistar Carnes. That's not a real name. That's a Final Fantasy character. Alistar Carnes? Who the fuck is this?
well. Maybe
like I
there's
recognize
something
that
to be
name,
said about this list. Bloodborne.
No. Bloodborne, yes, I've heard
That's
good things about.
scary. It's a great game. I don't think it's scary. I guess it's the best horror games. It doesn't have to be scary. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Soma.
Heard good things
was
about
decent.
Soma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Layers of Fear.
What's
Of all time? We're talking of all time.
Alien Isolation.
here we go. Yeah.
boy.
Alien Isolation.
Now Matt's turning around on this list.
just became credible. This is this list is on par. Yeah, this is totally.
Amnesia
this list is
Rebirth. Amnesia Rebirth.
No.
You guys played Amnesia games.
No. That game was garbage. The Dark Descent was the good one. Rebirth was shit. It was some mumbling woman in a desert.
All right. Left 4
no,
Dead
no.
2. Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that deserves a place on the list.
All right.
Sure.
And Michelle will agree with this. Resident Evil 2.
The
Yeah,
remake.
yes, Resident Evil and Silent Hills, the old ones were good. The remake was
2019.
really good. Yeah, I
right,
love that game.
all right.
But
How
of
about
all
this?
time, that's still very bold.
Last of Us Part 2.
Okay. Give me a break.
Wait, that's it.
I love
Is
it.
that... Wait, did I just go through
These
10
are the
games?
best games of all time.
Wait, is
and
that even
Darkwood
10?
is on the list?
Wait.
This guy doesn't even know how to
It's not a
count.
horror game.
Wait, hang
Nine
on.
and a half.
Yes, it is.
1, 2, 3,
Go to
4,
this guy's Twitter.
5, 6,
I'm
7,
impressed by your list
8.
of games.
You don't even know how to count
Wait,
Alistar
9.
Carnes. This isn't real.
All right, okay, there is 10 on here. So
This person does not exist. This is not a real person. I'm going white pages on Alistar Carnes.
I'll start developer of Darkwood.
This person is not. Yeah, this person doesn't exist.
it's possible this is an algorithm that generated this site.
Yes, it is. Happy Mag is not real. This is fake.
So Darkwood is
AI.
better than Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, is what they're saying.
That was the worst game according to the list.
Happy Mag Twitter has
went,
6,000 followers. Where do you find this shit?
just Google stuff.
Google results.
Like top 10 horror games of all time.
All right, I have another list. I had the top. I had the top 50 games.
No,
I mean, why don't we
do the other list and let's get out of here. The 8 spooky games for people who don't like horror. Do you want to do that?
All right,
just
we'll
get
do
us
that
out of
one.
here.
What? Sackboy's Adventure?
All right,
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, okay.
Little Nightmares 2.
That's a scary game. That's definitely a creepy game.
Famicom Detective Club. Michelle, you should play that game.
No, I don't like the look of any of these games. Okay,
That looks like
this
Phoenix
is another
Wright a little
shit
bit.
list where people paid.
But you like What Remains of Edith Finch?
I didn't like it. I thought it's like a walking
did.
simulator.
You liked it.
No,
Lost
I like
in Random.
the art design.
Night in the Woods looks like something Matt would have tried.
Yeah,
sounds
it's
about
also
right.
what you do, John. You just roam around in the woods and take photos of people
I do.
with tarps.
Doki
That was a good
Doki
episode.
Literature Club.
I've heard good things about that.
Oxenfree. Did you play that, Matt?
I did. Yeah. It's a
That's
trippy,
it. There you
little
go.
game.
All right. I think
She says.
basically the lists are always bad.
The lists are bullshit and paid for lies. Like,
All right,
there's
top
just no way
five
Dark Wood is on
Halloween-
I'm sorry.
How about
I can't-
this?
Can I title the episode Dark Wood? Because
It had Alien
game needs
Isolation,
more-
so there's something going on.
All right, the
know.
31 scream-worthy Halloween gifts to
Please.
get everyone in the spooky spirit.
No, I want to go home. I want to be here more.
Yes,
I wanna
All right,
sleep
we're
tonight.
gonna go. All right, number
I don't
10. Number
I don't
10.
wanna
A
be here.
skeleton. Listen to this, Michelle. Would you like this as a
No.
gift? A skeleton
No.
initial bookmark.
No, I'm not.
It's gonna be
into
like
that.
scary gift cards, like your last list,
Right.
like where it just devolves
all
into
right,
controllers and stuff.
This is a silver skeleton with a little initial, like maybe
I don't
M
need
on a little
descriptive of
thing.
this. No.
A cat skeleton candle.
If you're one of those, it's Halloween year-round people. I don't understand what's happening.
All right, how about this? A
You're shopping at Hot
jack-o'-lantern.
Topic. You got a skull necklace.
A
I don't
jack-o'-lantern
wanna be a part of this
succulent
world.
planter.
No.
How many? 31 of these.
You go to somebody's house and they have a skeleton
Number
planter in
7,
June.
a ghost portable charger.
No.
Your
I don't want
phone will
any of
never
this.
die again thanks to this
Is this
adorable
an Amazon list?
Number 6, a witch's
Yeah.
brew candle. Now, Michelle, I could see you getting
Okay,
this.
I do like witchy
Yes.
stuff, but I'm not like filling my house with it. It's more like, oh, you know what? That movie Practical Magic with Sandra Bullock is kind of good. That's more
This
like
soy
where I
candle
lie, you know?
features spicy cinnamon bark and rich earth notes.
Yeah, I'm not
blended
gonna
with
like
dark
burn that
amber.
and pretend I'm casting a spell. That's just not what I, But
right, how about this?
I'll watch,
Okay,
the witches.
I
of
could see
Eastwick
you
or
maybe
something.
having this. Halloween lip balms.
I mean, do they
These
taste
fun-
like candy corn or other shitty candy? Probably not.
These fun little lip balms come with labels like poison and black crow.
Oh yeah, let me just eat that. That's what I like.
Number 4, pumpkin pie earrings.
No, that's an art teacher.
These
You don't want that. My art teacher would make her own. She'd like bake them and hang them on her ears. You don't want that. She'd be like, "There's real pumpkin in them," and then she'd
All right.
like tell you to put on a smock.
Now, Michelle, I think you would have
Yeah.
this. A witch's
I don't-
cauldron.
Well, you have this
bath
wrong
bomb.
view of me. I don't have any of this.
A witch's cauldron.
I don't want bath bomb. That's
Yes.
not good. You don't want that shit going up your vagina. That glitter. You
this-
don't know what's in that bath bomb.
Give this to someone who
I don't
loves
want that in my
conjuring
butthole.
up a little
No.
relaxation.
No, bath bombs aren't
Conjuring
good.
up relaxation.
Yes.
Ugh.
That's some
All right.
Chinese like paint lead.
All right.
You don't want
Black
that on your
spider
skin.
air plant holder. Number 2.
No, I don't like spiders.
It's an air plant though. It's a creepy
we
gift
go-
for any
can we
plant
stop
lover.
this, please?
All right, number 1. Here we go. Number 1.
Here we go.
Again, these are the scream-worthy Halloween gifts to get everyone in the spooky
Yeah, I would
spirit.
scream all right if somebody gave me a bath bomb that said witch on it.
But
get out
a
of my
mini
face.
ghost candle.
Wow, that's number 1, huh? How much
That
did they
beat
pay
out
for
the
that
other
spot?
witch candle?
That was
What?
$5,000 they paid for that
Yeah.
just so we could read it on air.
That's right. The mini
Ghost
ghost
candle.
Free
candle.
advertising.
Look at it right there. Look at
Wow.
that. That is
Sorry,
the best.
Manscaped. You have to hide your products inside
Yeah.
lists.
I
Look
mean,
at that. That is the
I
number
like what
one.
Martha Stewart does for Halloween. Have you
Yeah.
seen some of her spreads? I mean, she has these like punch bowls that look like they're filled with blood and smoke coming out of them. Like that would be a much more interesting.
But
thing
look
to
at
go
that
through.
ghost candle, though. That is
I
number
mean, it
one.
is cute. It's a cute little Nintendo style ghost, like or Pac-Man style ghost. But
Why
why,
is
is
the
the wick that
wicks,
long?
like, tied
The
in
wick
a
looks like a
knot? Yeah.
shoelace. What is that?
That looks like a fire hazard,
And you
honestly.
don't put a candle on a wooden board.
That would be. Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. They
cleaning the
this
wax
is
up?
Etsy. This is some bitch at Etsy making this in her basement with soy. Who paid for this? Why are we reading this? Why are we promoting this? The name of her
Written
shop
by
is
Barbara,
Kukl
the
Shop.
candle lady.
Look at the bath
Shop.
bomb. Don't you want that in your bathtub?
No, I don't want to
three.
bathe. Somebody created these ingredients. What is that? That's somebody went to their kitchen and just started putting spices in there. There's an Etsy person selling bath bombs. Yeah, I trust you to bathe in whatever you're collecting with your fake dye. No, this is all. You're on like an Etsy list. People who are doing Etsy, they're like probably 10% normal. The rest of them are psychopaths selling you like things around their house. No,
25 is a Stranger
like
Things
glass.
soy candle.
You're bathing in glass with these bath bombs.
Oh, an 11 candle.
It gets in your eye. I don't know. I really want to leave.
Cuddly ghost pillow number 31.
I think after looking at, just let us leave. I think I'm thoroughly frightened now. With John's shitty list, like he always does. Like just paid advertisements. Next time Matt and I will do the list. But we do thank you guys for listening and subscribing if you are. Remember, if you are a subscriber and you want to support VGO, it's only $1.99 a month. It's so cheap, it's fucking scary. You can go to videogameoutsiders.com, hit the red button, get our app, it's on iOS and Android, get our whole back catalog, get weekly bonus shows. And
all right, you mothers.
That's it. Happy
Halloween,
Halloween.
We're gonna
Eat some
play a
yummy
song.
candy and chocolate.
We're gonna play our Halloween song that we did last year. This is on our video. If you search for Video Game Outsiders Stupid Songs, if you're not aware, we have an album that we put out last year, right, Michelle? And
on Amazon and iTunes, yeah.
It's on Amazon and iTunes. You could buy it. It's like $10 or something. It's like a lot of, like 15, like 20 songs or something.
All the goofy songs throughout the years, yeah.
All the songs you've heard on the show are on this album. It is 22 songs.
Yeah.
So search for Video Game Outsiders Stupid Songs, and you could get this song. It's Halloween and 21 other songs. So, all right. Thanks for listening, subbing, all that shit. We'll see you very soon. Video Game Outsiders out.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait a second, what is that? I think I saw something out there. It sure is dark, I can't see anything. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. What was that? I think I heard something knocking on my window. I'm sure it's that branch I forgot to cut. I think I heard my back door open. I need my shotgun. Oh shit, what's that in the kitchen? I see a shadowy figure. Is that a bottle in his hand? And a bag? Oh no, it's coming towards me. He seems awfully aggressive. Is that a zombie? I think it's a zombie. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. I fired off a warning shot. I had to tell him to get out of here. He kept coming towards me. He's getting closer. I had no choice. I aimed at his chest and I squeezed the trigger. He fell down and moaned. I approached closer and I looked and I said, oh my God, is that a mask? Are you wearing a zombie mask? I pulled it off. Is that my neighbor? My neighbor? He looked at me with his bloodied face and stared deep in my eyes and he said, it's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats.
Come on, let's get it over with.
I
I wish we hadn't started all this.
It will be over soon.
Let's walk faster.
Oh, look there.
What's the matter?
There was something in that attic window. I didn't see anything. Neither did I. It looked like a white form or a white shape moving in front of the window.
But it's probably just your imagination.
Let's keep our eyes peeled for any more strange things.
We're almost there.
What's that? It sounded like a wolf.
There it is again.
Maybe it's a werewolf.
Probably a dog down the street howling. Well, here we are. Be careful of these stairs. They look weak. Push.
I've got goosebumps. So have I.
Oh, be quiet.
I don't want to go in.
Okay, you can wait while we go in.
No, I'll go in.
Well, since I saw the owls in the attic, I'll get the 3 owl feathers. James, you get the old mailbox over there on the wall. Lorraine, you find a handful of cobwebs somewhere. Barbara, you won't have any trouble getting an old doorknob from one of the doors.
It has to be brass.
Yes, Barbara, it has to be brass. Janice, you like cats, so you get some fur off of one of the black cats around here.
I like cats, but I don't like black cats, especially at Halloween time.
Okay, now. We all know what to get. Let's go inside.
That sound came from inside the house. I thought it came from across the open field.
There's no large dogs around here that I know of.
Let's get what we need and then get out of here.
Jim, open the door.
Oh, it's dark in here.
What a big place. Look how high the ceiling is.
Look at that big staircase.
I've never seen such big windows. And those drapes. Look at them. They look as if they're about to crumble into dust.
Gee, that old couple must have had a lot of money.
Let's walk very carefully now.
Let's leave right now.
We're here. We might just as well get where we came after. Come on.
Hey, Kitty. Here, Kitty.
What kitty? I don't see a cat.
Neither do I, but we need some black cat fur, don't we? So I'm looking for a cat.
Did you all hear that?
It came from upstairs. I thought so too.
Let's not find out. Let's go home.
Maybe the wind knocked over something. It's quiet now.
Ah!
What's the matter, Barbara?
Look there. Look at what? That picture. The eyes in that picture move.
What picture?
The picture on the wall.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I thought the picture was looking at me. Then I walked a little bit. The eyes followed me.
I'm feeling the painting, and it's just a picture. The eyes are painted on the picture.
Barbara, you must have imagined it.
Maybe so, but I was so sure. Oh, look.
Now what?
A brass doorknob. Just what I'm looking for.
That's a good idea. The rest of us better get looking for our things, too. I'll go out on the front porch and pull that old mailbox off the wall. Hey, James, you dropped the mailbox?
James, can't you hear us?
He's just trying to scare us.
James, speak up.
Let's go out and see what happens. You girls wait here. Carl and I will go out on the front porch. There's nothing here. He's gone.
There's the mailbox on the porch.
Hey, James, where are you?
James!
James, if this is a gag, it's gone far enough.
Jim, Carl, come back in here. We heard something upstairs.
What did you hear?
It sounded like footsteps walking, and then they stopped.
Then there was a struggle.
Then the footsteps started again.
It might have been James.
Well, we must go upstairs and see.
Didn't you see him?
No.
We found the old mailbox on the floor, but no trace of James.
Well, here we are at the stairs. Let's go up.
Don't go so fast. I don't want to get lost in this house.
These stairs look as if they were rotting away. The stairs are so dusty that we leave our footprints when we walk.
Say that again.
I said where we walk we leave footprints in the dust.
Then how do you explain that?
Look there. Footprints up ahead on the stairs.
Did any of you walk up these stairs?
We've all been together. None of us have been up here.
And look at the shape of these footprints. Carl, what would you say they look like?
They've got 3 big toes with claws or nails at the end of each one.
More like a wolf?
Like a wolf's footprints.
And they've just been made, too.
If what made those footprints is doing that howling, then it must be a wolf.
There was a noise upstairs.
That's the same noise we heard earlier.
Come on.
There's nothing here.
Just a long corridor with lots of doors.
Where do the wolf's footprints go?
Well, as far as I can see, they go down to the corridor about midway, and,
And what?
they vanish.
I think I hear something.
Change.
Which door are they coming from? Let's tiptoe down the hall and see if we can find out.
It's coming from inside this room.
Try opening the door.
I'm ready to run. So am I.
Go on, open the door.
Okay, be quiet, everybody.
What do you see, Jim?
The room's empty.
Could have made the sound of rattling chains.
Look, there's some chains on the floor.
Well, that's the sound, all right. But what caused them to rattle?
Maybe it was a ghost.
I'm beginning to believe that this place is really haunted. We'd better leave while we still can.
Lorraine's right. We must call the police to come and find James.
Good idea. Let's go. Hey, who closed the door?
I did.
Neither did I. We tried it down
I don't know.
It's locked.
Here, let me try it. It won't budge.
How will we get out? There's no windows in this room. Let's holler for help.
There's no one around here for miles. It's solid oak.
It'd take a bulldozer to break it down.
Listen. There's something outside in the hall.
What did you hear?
It sounded like rustling cloth.
Shh. I hear it too. It's coming nearer. Everybody get up against the far wall, crouch down and be very quiet. Shh, quiet now. Do you still hear it?
It's getting closer.
Oh, I wish I were home. What are we going to do?
It's right outside the door.
That door's locked. We're safe in here.
Listen, it's at the door.
Oh, it's trying to get in.
Don't say a word.
It is a ghost.
Like
What is it?
Right there.
It's a ghost. It's a real ghost. Blocking the doorway.
It's coming toward us.
We're up against the wall. We're trapped.
Help!
Okay, you guys, this is the police. Stick up your hands.
Police?
Look at the ghost.
He's standing there with his hands up in the air.
Ghost, I'll show you your ghost.
Oh, look, it's a man.
Yes, Sonny, it's a man. He's Fingers Alden, the notorious counterfeiter. We've had our eyes on him for a long time. Okay, Joe, we've got him. Radio headquarters has sent a patrol car. We've been watching this old place for several months, and Fingers Alden has been using this old house to print counterfeit money in. Mr. and Mrs. Fletch have been in a rest home upstate. Now, this crook capitalized on the idea that the old couple disappeared mysteriously. He started a rumor that the house was haunted. He was the one who made those frightening sounds to scare away anyone who might have come around.
Yeah, and it would have worked if those kids wouldn't have come snooping around.
Then where's James?
Here I am. I was pulling off the old mailbox on the front porch when something black was pulled over my head. Next thing I knew, I was tied up and lying on the floor of the attic with a gag in my mouth.
What was the purpose of trying to scare us away? We never would have found that crook in this big old house.
Well, his printing room was well hidden, but he couldn't take the chance of anyone discovering it.
Then we did see something at the window as we walked across the field.
Yeah, that was me in this here ghost outfit.
Then it was your eyes behind the picture.
This old house is honeycombed with secret passages. The picture was one way you could spy on anybody that was brave enough to come into the house.
Well, we found the rattling change, but what caused that wolf howl?
Look in this closet.
It's a record player.
There's a record on the turntable.
Play the record.
Well, I'll be. A record of the howling wolf.
I wish I had a record like that. Boy, could I have some fun.
The wolf footprints and the dust on the stairs. How were they made?
Well, they were made with this long pole with the imitation wolf feet on the end of it.
It was a sweet setup, and it would have worked, too. Hope you Snoopy kids are satisfied.
Your counterfeiting days are over, Fingers. Come on, you're going downstairs.
Well, it looks like that we solved the mystery of the empty house on Haunted Hill.
There'll be no more ghost activities in this place.
Boy, will we have a story to tell the gang back at the party.
Oh, we've forgotten about the party. Is the hour up yet?
Oh, we're 5 minutes late. Oh, it won't win the prize.
This has been the most exciting Halloween party I've ever been to.
And on top of it all, we discovered a ghost.
Yes. The legend of the haunted house is over. We have solved the mystery of the empty house on Haunted Hill.
Yeah!